gonna go up to this next light.
All right. I'm gonna just keep moving up and following the guys up front.
Oh my. Oh my.
Oh my.
All right, everybody, come on up. Move, all the Marines, move up. Let's go.
I can't see what you guys are looking at.
Move up a little bit more to where they are if you need to. Not you, Baltimore.
Oh, not so sure.
Yeah.
I still can't see it. It's way too dark.
You can't see
How can she not see it?
I see something big, but I only see a vague outline. I don't know what it is.
PFC Finberry, are you with us?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. So
I
what's
think it's big and red.
what's the plan here?
And orange.
I guess it's Clifford.
Well, what do you want to do with Clifford? You hear some working noises, some banging, maybe some drilling, some electronic, welding equipment. You just hear some noises coming from this room, and it echoes a little bit since you're in the hall here.
Who has the best agility / mobility?
I think I do.
Helmet.
I have. Let me see. I have 3 mobility and 4 agility, so that makes 7. And I have +2 because I have the stealthy talent, so that makes a total of 9.
I got 4 agility, 1 ability.
With the stress
Alright.
I got 7 as well.
I got 9 in total.
Jeez.
And 11 if I had my stress die.
You wanna try to do a sneak chat, Private Kingston?
Sure.
All right.
Scout out the.
Let's see that 11d6.
Oh.
Can I do 11d6?
You just do
It stops
5
at
and
10.
6. Or 10 and 1, however you want to do it. Any combination of 11's fine.
Oh.
Do the stress die separately, so you.
Oh, but we just take the first 2 as the stress die.
Yes.
Oh, it only did the 1d6. What's a 6?
Well, 1 stress eliminated. Don't have
Alright,
to worry
I'll
about
just
that one.
roll 10d6 now.
Okay.
So technically a success.
Yeah. 3 successes, so you are successful. So, make sure your lights...
Show off.
Yeah. Is I assuming your lights can turn your light out.
Yes.
Alright. So you
It's
can
already out. Mine
move
is
up just kind of in the direction you'd like to go, to the right or to the left.
Can he get spotted, or is he like 100% stealthed?
Well, for now, he's 100% stealthed. You're going to run straight to the ship here? Okay.
Yeah, to this wing. Here.
Alright. Alright.
He
So,
spots what it is.
alright, here we go. You can see that there are several Arcturians working on the ship. And you can see it's taking some hits, and there are also some dead Arcturians laying around on the ground. There are a pair of cultists in here, children, guarding them, and they have guns at the ready. And you just basically tell the Arcturians are repairing the ship. Look like they're trying to get it space ready again, which would allude to the fact that they're not capable of leaving just this second.
Are they still able to see me from there?
No, you've successfully stealthed in. I mean, you slid by while they were turning around or something.
Yeah, well,
Wait,
actually,
do we all
my
have to?
my crew.
Ask again.
Do we all have to make that rule, or?
Only he is right now.
No, I just.
Yeah, he's sneaking into recon. This is what's
Okay.
going on here.
But I mean, can they
Game mother.
can they still see me? I mean, not the NPCs, but the crew, our group. Can they
I would
die.
yeah, I don't know. I would assume. Well, we'll
Difficult
say
stuff.
no to make it interesting.
All right.
Don't want to make it too easy for you.
All right, then I'll set my own course from here.
So do we know who the ship is from?
Doesn't say outwardly that you can see from where you are.
Yes, Mad. I mean, yes, Private
Yeah, but
Stalwart. There's
you were talking to Ultra, so maybe.
Right, yeah, only Ultra knows the information I just said. Only Ultra knows. Because he's the one that's snuck inside.
Alright, well, my decision is that I think I can take them on. I think I can assassinate them,
Okay.
given that they're isolated, so I'm going to try and sneak further in.
Alright.
To the guy that's on the right, which I'm looking at.
The guy on the right?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You're talking about the children, right?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, sorry, again? I dropped my book.
Right there.
Oh, okay. Yep. Oops. Okay. Alright. What is your method of attack?
Well, my method was going to be to use my suppressed pistol. I don't know if that would kill.
Yeah, it's a pistol. It would still kill.
Yeah, but I mean in terms of damage, because it does 1 damage. Or does that not matter when I'm hitting them in that from behind?
Yeah, I mean, it would still just do the 1 damage.
Yeah, well, I guess I could gamble on it to be extra.
Mhm.
You do get a nice stealth bonus with it, I think.
Yeah, they have to roll to detect it. But you actually also have the ambush advantage, because you snuck in, they don't know you're here. So you're going to get 1 shot off before anything else happens.
Alright, well, I'd like to take the shot.
Isn't this gun silenced anyway?
Yes, it has a suppressor.
Yep.
Muzzle suppressor.
Okay, so let's go ahead and roll for it.
Range combat plus the pistol bonus. Do I add anything else?
Agility.
Yeah. Alright.
Hey, your stress die.
And your stress die, yep.
2 stress die.
Yes. Okay. So, and everybody, don't forget you have your stress item that once per game you can use to drop 1 stress.
It's only 1 stress?
Once per game, 1 stress.
Oh gosh, I thought it was like get rid of all stress.
Nope. All right, stress dice look good, but no successes. Unless you want to push the roll.
You know, why not? It's 10d6 then, right?
Now it's going to be, yeah, 1 more dice.
We're going all in on the stress.
Whew. You got 1. And no successes.
Oh jeez, the chance of that.
Okay. So you fire your shot. And you miss. Just... And something ricochets. Your shot ricochets off the wall. And the children... you haven't found out what they're called yet. It's hard for me to the children cultist, whatever. They see you, and they're gonna get a shot on you.
Do I roll a panic first?
Yeah, go ahead and make your panic check, and you're gonna see what happens. You just roll a d6, and then you'll add 3.
7. Total.
You should call them spawn.
That's 7 is what? You get the +1 stress. Get a nervous
plus 1
tick.
stress.
Okay.
Yeah, nervous twitch. But there's no one near me, so it only affects me.
Okay.
Oh, thank gosh.
All right. So let's see. They have 7. 1, 2, 3 successes.
Yikes.
Do I roll my armor?
Yes, yes. So that's going to be, they're going to go straight damage to that. So it's going to be 4 damage. So, what do
So
you?
I rolled I have 6 armor, so that's 66, right?
Yes.
Yes. Did it really do 4 damage each?
No, total. Ooh, now it's only 2 damage. You mitigated 2 of them. Nice. There's your 6s back. They haven't failed you completely. Just mostly. All right, so your body armor takes half of the damage. What's your actual health? Actually,
Wait, it's only 3 6s. How is it then?
Because the initial attack does 1 damage, and then each additional
I have 3
does 1.
health total, so I have 1
Or
left.
2. Okay. So you're still standing, badly wounded though, in need of a medic, and everybody go ahead and make sure you're actually on the initiative. The little box is checked, and then go ahead and roll. Because we're going to start combat here.
And I got a fatal error.
Might need to tickle me.
Give me a second. I need to plug back
Please.
in.
You said roll for you,
Please.
PFC Jones? Alright.
It seems, yeah, it does not like me today.
Got a 9, which is the same as you got last time. Alright. And did everybody roll?
I did.
Not yet.
Just double click on your
Wow.
character. Your character sheet will pop
Yeah,
up.
my yak crashed.
Okay. Well, I can roll for you then, so we can
But
get
I
this
already
one.
rolled.
Okay.
My initiative is terrible.
5. Alright.
I don't see your roll, man.
Now it appeared. Yeah, I roll with dice in real life.
Okay. What did you get?
Already added it.
Oh, you already put it in there? Okay. 8? That's what you got?
Yep.
Okay.
A 6 and a 2.
Alright, well, it looks like... oh, actually, let me roll for the NPCs. Okay, came in just above Lance Corporal Brow. Okay, so, PFC Finberry, looks like you're up first. So, what is your plan of attack here?
Well, I can't see anything.
Well, you saw a muzzle flash in a general direction. So you have kind of an idea of where the enemy is, which is directly in front of you, pretty much. Right.
All right, so I won't have a disadvantage. Or...
It'll be a little dark, but you should still be able to aim, and it'll just
And
be
there's
-1.
Right?
And I assume they heard me get shot.
Yes. Well, that's what I say. I saw a muzzle flash from when you got shot.
This is Ultra, right?
That's me, yes.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just gonna use my my pulse rifle and take a shot.
Okay. Gonna aim to mitigate
Yeah.
that. All right. So it's just instead of getting the aim bonus, it'll just negate it in the darkness. So just go ahead and roll your ranged plus agility plus weapon bonus.
Okay, so it's
Ooh, success. All right. So you hit. That's 2 damage, right?
wait. What if I had 1 stress?
You would roll it?
Success.
I didn't roll the stress die.
All right. Well,
Just add one
your
more.
stress is fine. Just add one more dice to see if you get another 6. Nope.
Oh.
You're good. All
Okay.
right. You still did 2 damage and hit. And let's see. Next is PFC Jones.
Yes, ma'am.
Rookie number 2. What is your plan? You also saw the muzzle flash. You heard the shot, and you know that your guy is out there, along with the enemy. Oops, where is?
So he's alone here.
He's right here.
That's what that.
That's the enemy. That's where you saw the muzzle flash shooting, and you heard the sound of the gun. And from your many months in the Colonial Marines, you know the sound of your own weaponry, and that wasn't it. So you deduce a hostile. That's
Yes,
Ultra.
that. What?
The Ultra is the one on the right. Whoever's got the thing on the right, cut it out.
This is me right here. This is me. I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Thing.
That is PFC Kingston. Mine is on your enemy. Just tell me. Just explain or describe what you're doing, and then roll the dice.
Alright. Shoot this down guy. Hit him.
Okay,
Whoever this is.
we got it. Roll the dice. Explain. Describe.
Well, okay, so sees the enemy and he prepares to shoot his shotgun at him.
Okay. A lot of firing into darkness. I like this.
Yeah, hell man, I don't remember my
You don't remember what?
I don't remember my gun stats.
It should be on your character sheet.
It is, yeah, but I couldn't get too much character sheet for some reason whilst the game was on.
It's probably what? 2?
Uh,
It's 2 or 3. I don't think it's
agility 4, range combat 3.
so 7 plus your weapon.
Any stress?
No
Yeah.
stress at all.
No stress. Okay.
Can someone with me, please?
What do you need to do? You want to move up? Okay. Are you going to aim or your fast action? Are you going to move up or just aim?
Just aim.
Okay. So that'll negate the darkness bonus. So how many dice do you need us to roll for you?
7.
7 total?
Yeah.
Did you add your weapons bonus?
Oh, do I get a bonus for that?
Do you?
I got a +3.
Plus 3. Go on.
So you told me.
Well, I don't think you have a +3. What
Yeah,
weapon are you using?
I'm just saying you would be you'd probably a 1 or a 2 or a 3. I don't think it's a 3, but I know it could
What
be.
weapon are you using?
My shotgun.
That one I don't know.
He's the only one who has a smart gun, so
It's a +3 bonus. It is. So still 1 success, and it deals. Write this down. +3 to shoot, and 3 damage. So you have a success. You hit them.
Yes.
All right. You just hear slumps against the back wall. You just hear a thud. And a scraping, as they slide down the wall, and it echoes, and all the drilling and all of the electronics, welding, whatever work was going on has stopped. And you hear some sort of scampering on the metal hull of the ship, as if everybody's just trying to get down and hug the hull plating. And who's next? Stalwart? Private Stalwart?
Can I do an observation check?
Yeah. Go ahead. What? Yeah, go ahead. Do you want to
A 2
move?
and a 6 for the stress die. And yeah, move a little bit.
Okay, so you're going to move for your quick action. Fast action.
Yeah.
Okay, move up a little bit more if you want to move into the room and see. Okay. Can you see? All right.
So now I need to roll my normal dice. Because I've got
Well,
one
you
6.
roll them all together.
Yeah, I don't have enough dice for this.
Go get more.
Or just count sixes and tell me how many sixes you get. That's literally all that matters. Unless it's a 1 on the stress.
4
die.
6s.
All right, so excellent observation here. You see the ship. You can hear another set of feet across the room kind of echoing. It's kind of hard to tell where it's coming from because the room is round. But they're moving with a little more purpose, and they actually have some kind of shoes on as opposed to these Arcturians you can see who are barefoot or wearing something kind of leather or, less technologically. We'll just say less technological. But again, all the noises have quieted, but you can just tell that somebody is in the room running around.
Can I relay this information as well to the rest of my fire team?
If you tell them, sure, tell them.
I already forgot what you said.
There's another person in the room. There's
Okay.
There's one other person in the room moving around.
There's not a bogey in the room, guys.
Okay. Next is Kingston.
Alright, well, my fast action will be to seek cover.
Okay.
And I'll do that over here. Crouching behind.
Well, there's nothing there.
There.
Oh wait, where did you go? I lost you.
The little hallway to the right of it.
Oh, that is you. Okay. All right. Well, if you
Yes,
want cover,
crouching.
you would be right here on this side, because you're in the open right now. You would come over
Am
here.
I? I'm not in
Yep.
comparison to where the enemy is, though.
What do you mean?
Isn't the enemy on the other side? Like,
Yeah, you're right.
right
Well, yeah. Either
Right
way.
there.
Yeah,
that's
I
the
don't think this
person
is
I'm hiding from.
okay. I don't think it's good cover actually for either. Then your best option for
I can
cover
go
is
further in.
probably up here. Yeah, around the ship somewhere maybe. There's a wing, or you can move back towards this wing by your allies. That give you some cover. Only ones for stress die matter, Maddie.
Okay.
Private Stalwart, where was the other contact? Like, in comparison to the room.
Do I know that
Oh,
information?
nope. Hold on. Let's finish with
Am I
Kingston.
able to get here? That seems to
Um,
be the only reasonable point of cover in the middle.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm lying on the wing.
Here, you can do that. Hiding, using the wing for cover. That works. You gonna go prone or anything?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And I think next is the NPCs, because I accidentally killed the one without, before they could... What are they at? 6?
6, yeah.
Yeah, so they're right above Brow. So we'll have this. There's one other children of the divine gods, terrorist there in the room, and actually they can't really see much, so they're gonna run over and disappear from your sight behind the ship. The only person that saw them exactly where they're at is going to be Kingston, because he was the only one in the room at the time. All right, now, Lance Corporal Brow.
All right. So, Private Stalwart, where in what location is the enemy?
Quick question, can I see the one to the left of my character?
That's an Arcturian, but yes, you can see that Arcturian. That Arcturian's
Okay, that's
huddled down, like face hugging the hull, just trying to take cover, not get shot. So, what is your answer to Lance Corporal Brow?
I can't see a bloody thing.
Then I move up into the room,
Okay.
right about here. Nope, off right about here.
Okay. You trying to use the wing for cover, or are you looking under the
Yeah.
ship? Okay.
I'm trying to use the
Okay.
wing for cover.
All right. You move up here, and you've got nothing immediately apparent. You can see the same thing that Kingston saw when he came in the room. You can see the dead Arcturians, and there's some damage on the ship.
I yell at the Acturian and say, "Get out of here! Run!"
All right.
And like point to the rest of the group's way.
Okay. You don't hear anything. No footsteps, no movement, no nothing. Everything's just still.
I don't know. I don't know what else to do.
Do we have flares?
Not unless you have them in your inventory.
I actually have flares.
I mean, I'm saying it's just so dark. I mean, if we had a flare, we
Yeah.
could probably just
Okay.
see.
Would
Do
a
you-
flare actually work?
Yeah.
Do you have a flare? Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Then on your turn, you can. Or
Multiple flares even, so...
yeah, you can allow somebody else to go first if you want.
I'd like what can I tell like what the damage from the ship is from? Like, does it look like it was in a space battle? Does it look like it crashed? Like,
Yeah. Get 1 sec. Let me. Get that information for you. Okay. Looks like it was damaged by common Colonial Marine sort of anti-aircraft weaponry. So remember, you had a station, Colonial Marine station here that got the napalm stuff dumped on it. So they looks like they probably damaged it, got a few shots in before they were killed.
so currently it's not functional, right?
You don't know the extent. You can just see the damage, but you haven't necessarily done an observation check.
Sorry.
No. I mean, you can if you would like. I'm just saying, if that's what you want to spend your action on, you can examine the depth of the damage.
I'm just thinking. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do an observation check as well.
Okay, go ahead.
Aim towards the ship.
All right. Well, I'll just be for the whole room.
No success.
No, you can just tell it's damage. You just can't tell the extent.
3 5s, but no success.
Almost. All right. Private Finberry, we're back to you. What's Private Finberry doing?
Quick question. Can Private Finberry take a flare off me and then throw that instead of my action?
Sure. You there, Private Finberry?
I'm so sorry. What were you saying?
It's your turn. What are you doing? What's Private Finberry doing?
You can take a flare off me and throw that instead of my
Yeah,
action.
yeah. Okay, I'll do that. What was your name?
Jonathan Stalwart. I'm standing directly in front of you.
Okay, I'll, violate Stalwart's pocket for flare. Yeah.
All right, let's see the range throwing skill. Where are you going to try to throw it at in the room? Just use your caps lock and kind of throw me the area that you'd like to hit it.
I got no ever.
Okay. All right. So ranged combat would be just like throwing a grenade. So ranged combat plus agility.
Alright, 1 second. Let me see.
Nice throw.
Yes. Which one is the stress die? The first one?
Yeah.
Always the first one.
Okay, yeah. Wait, if the first one you roll is a 6, does that eliminate the,
Well, a 6 on a stress die counts as a regular success.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Or is it a critical success?
No, it's a regular
yeah.
success.
Okay, so if it wasn't on the first one, then
Yeah,
it
but
would be.
You
Okay.
only have to ever worry about 1s and 6s. 1s on stress dice and 6s for everything else.
Okay.
All right. Is that where you wanted the flare?
Yes, sir.
All right. You successfully tossed it, and it lands and lights things up.
All right. It looks pretty clear to me, but
Yeah?
we could, advance with caution.
Sounds like the best plan.
All right, Jones, PFC Jones,
By the way, what does PFC stand for?
private first class.
Alright.
Okay, so can I see the other shooter?
Not from where you're standing.
Alright, so my character because
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. Tell me where you want to
it
go.
hates me today, I don't know why.
Tell me where is Private Jones moving to?
I'm doing one with a smoke on.
He asks where you're going, not to who you
Oh,
are.
I guess right in front of the ship.
Okay, right here next to the other two.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Peek around the corner. Is that what you want to do? To see what you
Yeah.
can see? Okay. So you see the area illuminated by the flare. I feel like the flare would be really bright. Okay. So yeah, the room is illuminated by the flare. Got a bunch of bright light, but no sign of the cultist.
Okay, in that case then, my final move, I would like to use my tracker, my message tracker.
Okay. You get the tracker out. No movement. And that'll be your second action there, your fast action.
Yeah, so I tell everyone, I've got no more movement in this area.
Okay. Stalwart. You've had somebody rifle through your pockets and throw one of your flares. What's Private Stalwart doing next?
Can I observe the ship from here, or do I have to get closer?
Can you what?
Can I observe the ship from here, or do I have to get closer?
No, I mean you can see the ship. What is it you wanna? What is it you're trying to see?
The damage extent.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and make your observation check.
One 6.
All right. Yeah, you successfully see the ship has definitely taken some damage. It cannot leave the atmosphere. It could probably make planetary flight, going from place to place on the planet, but
Planetary hops.
Yeah, but it's not leaving the atmosphere without finishing whatever these repairs are that have started.
Relay this message to
Well, relay it.
Alex Brow. Alex Brow. The ship is not capable of atmospherical flight.
That's Lance Corporal Brow to you.
Lance Corporal Brow, sorry. Planetary.
Duly
escape
noted.
All right. Do you want to do anything else?
Nope. Because I don't see anyone.
Okay. That would make it Kingston.
Alright, I want to retreat and ask our medic for medical aid.
Just standing next to. Oh wait, the medic is next to me. Never mind.
So I suppose I can just run here.
There we go.
I
You have a
can't
red
perform
flare.
it on myself. Well, I can. I won't.
Okay, so you're just retreating back to better cover for medical treatment?
Yes.
Okay. And then it's going to be the terrorist's turn. Cultist. All right. You hear some scurrying on the ship. The footprints against the metal. And then you hear some scuffling, and you hear, "Come here, come here!" And then you see the cultist pop around the corner, has their gun to the head of the Arcturian with them. "Put your guns down, or I'm going to kill this one."
I put my gun down.
All right. Well, I guess it's your turn next, so yeah. All right. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah. You're just going to put your gun down?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a quick question. Guys.
Uh-huh.
Who
has the best ranged?
Not me. I think it's Ultra, right? Or
No, I think it's
Me, probably.
yeah.
Like,
probably.
who thinks they can hit this terrorist without killing the girl?
Well, even if I roll 10d6, I won't get a 6, so don't count on me.
Just dice, I have the best chance.
Also, but if we're using someone that's going to function as a sniper of some sort, I can provide an assist.
But I put my gun down and I will try, like,
I forgot.
Persuade him.
This is you.
I try to talk him down, like I try to, okay, we're
Okay.
doing this, like,
Well, let's hear
go,
your
girl.
speech.
Alright, we're putting our guns down, just let the girl go and no one has to die.
And you are putting your gun down, though?
Yes,
Okay.
I am putting my gun down.
Do you need to give everybody else an order, or what? Are you just leaving it at that?
No, I'll say everyone put your gun down.
Okay. Any other actions you want to do before we go continue the?
Can I try to like command check him?
Command check him to intimidate him, or to what?
Letting the girl go.
We'll go with manipulation on that one. That one's definitely not in his best interest. If you want to,
Okay.
roll. Also, yeah, you're gonna have to take an extra penalty on that too. Another extra -1, because yeah, that's definitely not in his best interest.
You're
Or her.
toxic.
Yeah, well,
It is in her. It is in her best interest.
might
At
not
least
be.
you have a billion die from all your stress die.
No success.
Yeah, he's not buying what you're selling.
I'm so suave though.
Obviously not today. All right. Private Jones. PFC Jones.
Shouldn't
can-
do Huckle Finberry first?
Oh, that's right. It is Huckle Finberry. PFC Finberry.
Try to get in the open so I can shoot him in the head.
Hold on. We're on Finberry Jones. One sec. Finberry, you have a heavily bleeding squad mate here, dragging himself next to you, presenting himself for medical aid.
Kingston,
Ignore him.
Yes.
do you want some help, brother?
Yes.
You look pretty hurt.
That would be appreciated.
Okay. I can actually, let's see. Wait, what's healing again? Is it empathy
Medical aid.
and
Yes, medical
Empathy and
aid.
medical
Okay,
aid.
so 9. There you are.
What
He
a-
regains 1 HP.
Yep.
That's all I could do. I'm
Actually,
sorry.
you might not even suppose. I'll have to look into this a little more, but I don't think you're actually supposed to be able to heal them.
What?
Yeah.
Not in combat or what?
I think it just goes. You can only once they get 0, you do your medical aid and then bring it back to fighting, basically with however many health you rolled. But we'll just stick with this for now, and I'll look into that rule later.
Okay.
Okay, so that any fast action you want to do? You want to move or you want to do anything else? Quick.
No, I'll stay back here with Kingston. I'll stay with him until I can heal him some more.
Okay. Now it's PFC Jones. PFC Jones, what's going on?
Ew.
You had
Yeah, so my ideal situation right now was that someone would try to torture or him to the out in the open, so I have a clear shot. But since no one's done that, saying that, can I even see him?
not from here. You would have to move out towards the flare a little bit, or out further to your extreme right over here.
Damn, but that would mean they see me.
Yeah. Well, yes. I mean, there's generally it's the only way to shoot somebody. They can always see you.
Not if I'm in the dark.
Well,
From where Davy Jones is standing right now, could you throw an electrical shock grenade?
I
But,
don't have a grenade.
But I do, and I'm after you.
A
If you
grenade
can-
would hurt the girl.
But would it kill?
Yes, we need to save the hostages.
all right. Well, hold on. This is Jones's turn. Let Jones do what Jones is gonna do.
Probably something dumb.
Oh yeah, real quick, who has the most agility and ranged combat?
No, this is your turn.
Ah, come on!
What are you doing?
Big ass twist, I'm gonna do it. Alright, first move, I'm gonna move to the flare.
You're gonna move to the where?
Where the flare is.
Okay. You're just trying to get line of sight on them?
What?
You're just trying to get line of sight on them?
Yeah.
So you're gonna move out a little bit.
But I'm not I don't have my gun aimed at him. I just wanna like gun down-ish. If you know what I mean?
Okay. So basically, kind of like you're standing right there. You're just holding the gun down, not pointing it, but you still have it in your hands.
Yeah.
Okay. But you're still moving out to get line of sight. So
Yes.
from right about here, you can see the Arcturian, and you can guess that there's probably the figure right behind the Arcturian holding a gun to their head. All right, so that's your fast action. You want to take a slow action? You don't have to take an action. You can pass.
I think for now I'll pass to see what happens.
Okay. All right. PFC Stalwart. You had questions about a shock grenade. Go on.
Would that kill the hostage?
Nope. It's just a shock grenade. It just stuns them. Doesn't do damage, right?
If I were to
No, it
throw
doesn't.
that, would the shot still kill the Arcturian?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't do damage. It just stuns, I believe, right?
Yeah,
it's a shock grenade, not a frag grenade.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the shock will, like, make the other person twitch and shoot the trigger.
I mean, that's possible. I don't know what you're gonna roll on your your dice, so yes, that's possible. But to answer your question, the shock would not kill the Arcturian.
Okay. So I move up to Alex Brow
Okay.
and propose him the electrical shock grenade ID.
I
Tell
think
him.
this
No,
is a very bad idea.
Tell him. Explain your idea to him in character.
Would it be possible to throw an electrical shock grenade and make the hostage, well, even though shocked, still be alive while we can take the other person in custody?
Possible? Sure.
Do you want to risk
Recommended?
it?
Absolutely not. I
This
don't
might
think
be
it's a
our
good
only
idea.
option to get the hostage out there without getting into much trouble ourselves.
No. I mean, what if he sees us try to throw it? What if he...
He
No.
probably has his eyes right now on Davy Jones. Right there.
So, just real quick, I'll let you guys talk, but if you're going to be talking, this will be your long action, your slow action.
Both of ours? Or
No,
his?
just his. If he wants to use this as his slow action, that's fine.
I
So-
can't talk because I'm in the middle of the there.
Well, you're not close enough to hear what they're saying, really.
I don't think
So
it's
I'm
a good
compl-
idea.
so I am out of this. Hey,
Yes, you're out of this.
So what's your idea then,
don't be
Mr.
jealous of my monitor.
Alright,
Lance
hey.
Corporal Brow?
This is between Brow and Stalwart right now.
You need to negotiate with him for now. He has the upper hand. We don't want
Okay.
this hostage to die.
If the negotiations fail, do I have permission to throw the grenade?
As a last measure option, sure.
Let me just read you this. When deployed, electroshock grenade. The usually non-lethal shock is still strong enough to freeze a person's central nervous system. These weapons are good for crowd control. When there is only one seat left on the last shuttle to leave a space station stuck in a decaying or... Okay, that doesn't help. So basically, they work like tasers. They lock up people so they can't move. Generally speaking. Does that answer your question, Stalwart?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
It does.
All right.
I also kind of have to go to dinner, so I kind of want to put this up quickly.
All right. Well, let's. If you're done here, we're on to
I'm
Kingston.
done.
Back to Kingston.
Alright.
Who's feeling slightly better. He's at least stopped bleeding.
Right, well, I could, of course, wait for Private Finbury to heal me completely, but I think I'm just going to jump back into action. Because I've got an idea of my own. I'm
Okay.
going to propose it to our
Squad leader,
Bit of fatal error.
fire team
squad
leader.
leader. Yeah.
All right.
So, Lance Corporal. Remember that time I knocked out that guy just a couple of hours ago? Lance Corporal?
Ooh, dereliction of duty.
You talking about?
Do you think this is a yes?
I think it's a yes. I think it's a. Mhm.
Wait. I'm sorry. What?
Lance Corporal, do you remember when I knocked that guy out a couple of hours ago? I suppose it's hours by now.
Yeah.
Well, but we enact a sort of similar plan.
Sure.
I mean, you just distract them with the negotiations, and I try to sneak around and, knock him down.
Sure. I tell I order Private Jones to put his gun away.
Well, hold on. So that's
That's
Kingston. Okay, that's yours. All right. So now, actually, you got yours. You somehow removed yourself from the. Yeah, you took your check
Me?
mark out. Yeah, I put it back. You're fine. Okay. The Children of the Two Divines cultist is going to take some shots at Private Jones. I'm gonna see here. Oh, God, you are so lucky. All right, you get some shots that fly wildly around you, Private Jones. Nothing hits you, but you can definitely tell they were aimed at you. They were meant for you. They just didn't connect. Stay back. I mean it. Put your guns down. This is your last warning. I'm going to kill this Arcturian.
Is it my turn now?
Yes, now it is your turn. Sorry, go ahead.
Alright, I order everybody, excluding Ultra, of course, to put their guns down and come out into the open. And like just have our hands up and be like, calm down.
Okay. So you're out in the open, hands up, no gun. Got it?
Yep.
All right, anything else? We'll just say that's a slow action. You can still take a fast action. You can still take a slow action if you want, since you haven't really.
I guess I can try to manipulate him again to at least get him to like calm down, and maybe like.
Okay.
Still keep the hostage, but put the gun down.
Get him to
Okay.
come down here.
Like, I'd like come here, calm down. We can talk this out. We can work this out. No one has to die. No one has to get hurt.
All right, let's roll.
Still with the -1.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
No 6.
Same old status quo. No change. He just yells at, "Get everybody out!" Is it a he? I should have paid attention. Yes, it's a he. He just yells, "Everybody come out in the open, no guns!" All right, and we're back to Private Finberry. Doc Finberry.
I strongly urge everyone to follow my orders.
Except me.
Yes, except you all.
Alright, so I run over to Kingston and just try healing him again.
Okay.
I forgot what that roll is.
Medical aid.
No, I know. I forgot the numbers. Hold on.
96. Tells you right there in the journal.
I will say, out of character, about the heal thing. One of the stunts is +1 health.
Yes, that's because when you
So
bring
you
them
think
back
that's
to
only
life.
if they res, they
Yes.
get 1 health. Okay.
Because some of the reviews I've been reading about this game say it's a very lethal combat, and this definitely would lend itself to that theory. All right, so you got 2. So all right,
I got a 1 on my stress die.
you're patched up to good as can be right now, Kingston.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But there was a 1 on the
Yeah,
stress
there was
die.
a 1 on my stress die.
Oh. Yeah, and go ahead and make a. I didn't even notice that. Go ahead and make a roll a 1d6. And what's your stress at? 3?
Just 1.
Okay. Then yeah, go ahead and roll a d6.
Only a 6 matters.
Yeah, because if you get a 7, you're gonna be stressing out everybody around you. Nope.
Oh, thank gosh. Because that would put me at 3 stress.
All right, so yeah, you add 1 stress, and you're just under too much pressure. You do not heal Kingston at all.
What?
Nope.
What?
Got that 1. You're welcome.
Are you serious?
Yep.
So I gained a stress and then I wasn't able to heal him?
Correct. In fact, he Private Kingston, when Private Finberry is applying medical aid, he's being pretty rough, and it hurts.
-1 up.
All right, so
But it just hurts. It's no health
nope,
reduction.
no, it can be
No,
if
that
you'd
was
like
a
it to
joke.
be.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
He screws
And
up
it-
the stitches so much.
Anything you want to say to PFC Finberry?
You know what? I think I can do without you for now.
Hey, Wolf.
Well, yeah, I tried to help.
All right. So, PFC Jones, you got your commanding officer. Lance Corporal Browse run out in front of you. His hands are up. He's telling everybody to put their weapons down. What are you doing? Jones?
And I'm thinking.
You want to let someone else go first?
Yeah,
All right. Stalwart, you're up.
Let Kingston go first before me.
Wow.
What else am I good?
I don't know. I don't know.
Fails.
All right, Kingston.
Get your butt out here.
Well, we're at a stalemate here.
Kingston, what are you doing?
Well, I'm going into stealth mode and I'm moving under the ship so he doesn't have a line of sight on me.
Okay, let's see that stealth roll. I
can't look.
didn't see your news, Wolf.
Alright, I'm going to roll 13d6.
Whoa!
4 stress die, by the way, so...
Yikes.
4? How did you get 4 stress die?
Playing the game.
Roll the stress die first, and then.
All right, let's see.
I just rolled 10d6 first, and the 4 will be stress die.
Nothing on the
Lol.
stress, but no no success yet.
Oh, come on! Ah.
Hold on. Next question. Would you like to push the roll?
No, I think I'm fine.
Do you have a story point left?
Yeah, I guess we could. It's only supposed to be once per mission, but I know we do them twice, so we'll try it with 2 story points. So yeah, you want to use an auto story point 6?
Please.
Okay.
I think he
Well, I
gave
was
Omni
wondering
left
if
to
he
do
used his. Did he use his story point last time?
I think
Last
you're the
time?
only one that hasn't.
Okay.
I still have my story point.
I think you gave us a new one, I think, at the end of it. Because we did complete something or something.
All right. Well, either way, you used it. All right. You are successfully sneaking underneath. Go ahead to generally where you'd like to. Anywhere except the light in the middle. All right. I assume you're gonna. Okay.
Yes, and they're like
Okay.
this.
All
The
right.
one he's standing on.
Okay. So you're stealthily sneaking under the shuttle successfully. Everybody else sees this, and it's going to go back to Private Jones.
Okay, so since I know what he's planning, I'm gonna.
You don't know what he's planning. You just see your commanding
I
officer.
can take a guess.
Okay, there you go.
Fun planning, and I hope it is what it is, by the way. So I decide to play along, and I drop my smart gun.
Okay. All right. Drop your smart gun. Anything else?
And then I say out loud, "There, you happy little."
You little what? What did you call him?
His language broke the microphone.
I think Baltimore has just made up his own English at this point.
Well, I can't. Well, I can't exactly swear, can I?
Why not?
I mean, can you?
Can I?
Why can't you? Why wouldn't you?
I don't know. Can I?
Well, I think for this game, it's somewhat appropriate. I would imagine. Being you're in the Marines, I don't think they care about that. You do not have to. I'm saying you do what you would like. You do you.
Fine, you do you. Fine. Happy little bitch.
All right. Now it's Stalwart again.
Do they know I'm here?
Does who know you're here?
The one keeping the person hostage?
You couldn't know that information. There's no way that you could know that information.
Stalwart, don't do anything dumb.
Not quiet, Brow. Not till your
Can't I
turn,
just
or unless
stand
somebody
here?
addresses you.
Can't I just stand here and
You can if you
act
want.
like I'm not there?
Sure.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do then. But
Okay.
I'm dropping my gun next to me, just in case they come around the corner. They
Okay.
can see I don't hold my gun.
Okay. Everybody hears a gun hit the deck. Kingston already went.
I do it quietly, by the way.
So now looks like it's going to be Brow. Oh no, NPC, and then it'll be Brow. So Brow, be thinking about what you want to do. I need to see something here real quick. wow.
The dice must be rigged.
Yeah, I took all your 6s today.
33 dice in a row and no 6. That
This
must
is
be
why I
like
roll my
really
own dice. They're not rigged.
Okay. So, the Children of the Two Divines cultist, he's got his gun back up to the Arcturian and says, "Who's moving? I can hear that. Have everybody come out and show me right now. Right now." He's talking, well, you assume he's talking directly to you, Lance Corporal Brow, since you're the only person who's talked to him yet. "I want everybody out front now, or this Arcturian is going to die. I will spray their brains all over the side of this craft." And now it's your turn, Brow.
Okay, so I motion Private Finberry and Private Stalwart to get over here.
Okay.
And I tell Private Finberry to drop his gun.
Okay. All right. I since I'm assuming you're going to be bluffing here a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's. What kind of skill do you think you should be rolling here? Help me out.
Bluff.
Manipulation, I guess again.
Yeah.
All right. Let's try that.
No -1.
No penalty. No, not for this.
Okay. Two 6s.
All right. So you say that, and he doesn't seem to say anything else. He doesn't seem to get more upset. If anything, he seems to calm down a little. Says, "That's right. Everybody out front where I can see them now." And he sort of makes the muzzle of his gun, takes it away from the Arcturian, and just sort of waves it. Motioning for people to come out from behind the back of the ship. Only Brow and Jones can see this, but that's what he's doing at the top.
Alright.
All right, and we're back to Private Finberry.
I'm in trouble connecting to the game now.
Okay, well, just tell me what Private Finberry is going to do.
Well, so can he see? Can the
You first of all, you heard your orders from Lance Corporal Brow, right?
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay,
did.
just checking.
But I'm asking, can he see me?
Can who see you?
The what's his name?
The person keeping the other person hostage?
Yeah.
You
The
can't.
terrorists.
You have no way of knowing. Unless you know exactly where he is and who he can see. You have no way of knowing.
I have no way of knowing if he can see me. Okay.
Yeah. He's hiding. Trying to, anyway.
Alright.
You know what happened to this person that disobeyed orders.
Okay. I put down my gun, but
Okay.
I take out a flashlight. Wait, or unless my flashlight's already out.
You can turn your flashlight on. Is that what you want to do? Turn it on?
Yeah, I just want to
Okay.
be able to see better.
Okay. And are you going to walk out as ordered or stay right there?
Yeah, I'll walk out.
Okay. Where you want to stand? Right there, good?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. All right. Private Jones. What's your move, Private Jones?
I don't think I can do anything right now.
Okay. Putting your gun down? Dropping your gun?
My gun's all the way down, isn't it?
Oh, that's right. It was last turn. Yep. So you're just chilling for now?
Well, no, yeah, just chill, yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
All right.
Does he see? I forgot his name, but does he see Ultra?
You have no way of knowing who he sees and who he doesn't see.
Damn.
You can't get into the mind of another character.
I thought I did.
No. I mean, if they're looking right at you, then of course you know they see you, but he's in the dark and you don't know where he is 100% and you have no idea.
So in my eyes, he could potentially not see Ultra.
It's possible, yeah, from your perspective. This is, yeah, your perspective right here.
Alright, in that case then, actually, I wanna, like, try to talk him down to here, bits, to, like, here.
Okay, well, what are you going to say to him?
I'm just gonna tell him that we're all coming, that they're all coming out, and to tell him not to hurt the hostage. And, you know, hopefully that convinces him to calm down.
Well, you're not asking him to do anything, you're just telling him things.
No. Fine. I'll tell him to come down here and we can talk this out.
Okay. All right, roll your manipulation at -1.
It's 3 and it's 3d6 and you're gonna have to do it, please.
Okay. So 2d6, or is it 3d6 after the penalty?
It's 3d6 after the penalty.
Okay. Yeah, I got a success.
Yay!
He hems and haws for a little bit. I'll come down when I see everybody.
Can I still go? Or is that done?
I mean, I'll let you do another quick action. I mean, if that's what you want.
I just want to tell everyone, but... What's your name again?
Gregory Kingston.
Alright, so I tell everyone but Gregory to get over here.
Well, just say what you're gonna say. What is Private Jones saying?
He's telling everyone to get over here, but he's like motioning to Gregory, Gregory to stay in the dark.
I mean, you're going to say that out loud and reveal that there's apparently another person there.
I think he's misunderstanding what I said. Just you, Baltimore, say what Private Jones would tell everybody. You say what your character would say.
Alright, fine. Guys, get over here now before he blows their brains out.
There you go.
Happy now?
Yes. Very happy. Okay, so we have Stalwart next.
Can I let Kingston go first again?
Okay. You really don't want to go.
No, everything depends on what he does.
All right, Kingston. What's going on here?
Well, I'm at least glad that he stayed up there, because I don't know why I would have him come down here. That would make my job so much harder. But I just want to keep advancing. I don't need to do another stealth check, right?
Yes, you do. You're in the middle of a combat round and you're making the last leg of the run here. Trying to creep up behind him.
I can't look.
Yes, as Ultrafire has this recorded, his last 33 dice hasn't had a single 6. So here's to the next 33 with no 6s too.
Be prepared for the roll die, Wolf.
Alright, I'm rolling 13d6 again.
Okay. And 4, right? Our stress? Or 3? 4?
Yes.
4.
4. And that's one on the straight die. What does that mean?
He's got 2 6s.
Yeah, but he rolled a 1 on one of his stress die.
Oh no.
Alright,
Alright.
I'll do the
But
panic
it
roll
can't-
first.
To the game, mother.
But it counts. It rolls out. He's got 2 6s.
4, that's another 7, so I get 1 more stress. No,
Okay.
that's an 8 actually. I have 4 stress now.
Oh, that's right. Well, I think 7 to 9 is nothing, right? Well,
no,
just
it's different. It's 8 is tremble.
okay.
You start to tremble uncontrollably. All skill rolls using agility suffer a -2 modification until
Oof.
your panic stops.
Oof. All right. So you break
I
down.
did get 2 successes.
I'm really deciding what to do here. All right.
Just let it happen. Come on, just let it happen.
All right. So, what happened in the middle? Why don't you explain what happened as you're creeping over and you started to tremble and would it
Well,
describe
clearly,
that for us?
As I walked right underneath him, I could hear the hostage, make noises that hostages make when they're scared.
Okay.
Okay, like whimpering.
And it made me realize the importance of my mission, and it made me tremble in just for a moment in fear of failure.
All right. So, as you're getting yourself together, you hear a rifle discharge and a thump on the top of the wing. Then you hear boots running, and you hear some more scuffling on a wing next to you. And you hear the cultist cry out, "I told you! Everybody drop their guns!" And you still hear them scuffling on top of the ship above you. Gregory. PFC Kingston. All right, and who's after Kingston now? Would be actually no, it would be him actually, and he just went. So
I let Kingston pass.
oh,
You know
okay, all right, that's right. That's right. So what are you doing then?
that? Is it possible for me to walk in range and throw a grenade?
Yes.
Can I perform that action?
Well, I'll let you make the observation as your fast action because you're just trying to determine, I guess, where the sounds and stuff are coming from. And I'll let you throw it as your slow action. So we'll tell you what. Make your observation at -1, since it's
With
in the
stress die or
dark.
without stress die?
It's just all with stress die. So let's make your observation to see if you can kind of.
Nope.
Do you want to? Did you get any
Double
ones?
1 on the stress die. So I'm just gonna walk in the open. Hands above the
Okay.
head.
Yeah, you can't. You can't. Well, go ahead and make your stress roll first. Your panic roll.
How do I do that?
1d6 and add your stress.
It's a 2. Oh my gosh.
So you're good. So
No success?
you pull yourself together. But yeah, you have no idea where where the terrorist is.
So I just come walking in the open then?
If that's what you want to do, sure.
I'll slowly walk to the open.
Okay. No gun. All right. Yeah, you don't have a gun in your hand. All right, you're good. All right.
But I do have my shock grenade somewhere close to me on my belt.
Okay. All
in
right.
case things go wrong, I can throw it as within the single turn.
All right. And now we're to Brow. So, Brow, you heard a shot go off, a thump, and then some running, some scuffling. That's all you've heard. You have no idea who's alive, who's dead. And you don't see your soldier anymore. So remember, you don't know what happened. Your character doesn't know. You do, but your character does not. What's the plan, Lance Corporal?
Guess I'm pulling back out my gun.
Okay. Drawing your weapon, and you don't see the terrorists anymore. They disappeared. Or cultist.
I run right here.
Okay. All right.
And can
All
I
right.
see him now?
You can. You won't be able to shoot because that'll be your second action, but you can see everything from here. Yeah.
What?
I won't be able to shoot?
You drew your weapon. That's a fast action. Or picked it up
Yeah,
or
that's
whatever.
right. And then I moved.
And then you moved. Which wasn't, yeah, so that's your second. You're good. But from there, from here, you can see the Arcturian just laying down, motionless, on the wing of the ship. And you can see two figures struggling in the dark, and another figure at the base of the wing just standing there. Motionless, but they're just standing. They're upright and vertical.
And slightly trembling.
Yes. So that's what you see from here. So all right, Finberry, PFC Finberry.
Yes.
All right, what are you doing? What is PFC Finberry doing? You've heard the shot. You've seen your squad, your fire team leader run over there, drawing his gun. What are you doing?
Could I flash my light to in the general direction I heard the shot?
Well, your light's on, but you heard the shot in the general direction that you're facing. Somewhere on the other side of that wing, up on top of the ship somewhere. So you do have that point of reference now.
Okay. Wait, do I know who made the shot?
Nope. You don't know anything about anything right now. You've just seen your fire team leader run over there, and you heard the shot, and you don't see Kingston anymore.
Okay. And I still can't see the terrorists.
You saw him disappear after the shot. He was standing at the top of the wing, just where you could see. Well, you could see the Arcturian, but now you don't see him or the Arcturian. Nothing where you once saw them.
All right. Well, can I just can I run toward the ship then, over
Yep.
here?
Yep. You want to run for your fast action? All right.
Yeah.
Okay. You can see a figure in front of you in the shadows. To your right there, a little bit.
Okay. And can I? Oh, that's definitely the terrorist, right? Oh, no. Is it?
Do you want to make an observation check for your second action?
Yeah, sure.
All right, go for it.
What is observation?
The wits plus observation. Nice. 2 6s. So. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Apparently, Finberry and Kingston were been on the same fire team since they joined the Corps, so you recognize his silhouette. That's definitely your brother in arms over there, and not an enemy.
Okay.
Okay, Jones.
Yeah.
All right, your weapon's on the ground. You heard a shot, and everybody is rushing to the cultist's former position.
Alright, I'm gonna pick up my gun and run right over there.
Okay. Where you want to next to your commanding officer there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Stalwart. Stalwart, what's going on? What's your plan?
Okay, I'm back. Okay, so I'm gonna run over to the rest, and can I throw my shock grenade on the wing?
Yep. Sure. Run for your fast action and throw for your. Okay. You're
The
just
wing
gonna.
You mean the wing I'm standing right next to?
Shh.
I'm
Quiet.
gonna throw it
Quiet.
on top of the wing.
Quiet. Where?
Not
Just.
on top of the wing, in somewhere around the middle.
Okay. Of this. Whoops. Sorry. I just want to make sure I understand. Like right around maybe here-ish. On top of the wing, though. Like on top. I can't make the cursor
Yeah,
go on
around
top.
a
Okay.
little bit further.
Further. Okay.
Yeah, there.
All right. Go ahead.
So how do I throw this again?
Ranged. It's a ranged attack.
Well, you swing your arms backwards and then forwards.
And release. Forgot the release part.
Yes.
Okay, it slowly misses.
Yeah, misses?
Yep, no 6.
Okay. No ones, though?
No, no one's either on the stress, so...
Okay. Oof. This is, man.
I'm gonna go back to eat.
Okay, you got... Yeah, just miss. You throw your grenade, and... Yeah, nothing happens. I guess you threw it too high, too low, too something. And that means it is... Kingston's turn. Kingston, you see a flash grenade, a flash of a grenade, electroshock grenade go off. Somewhere above you.
I'm pretty sure I can see him.
Yeah, you can see him.
Alright, yeah.
You can see the terrorist scuffling, trying to get the other Arcturian subdued under his control. What's Private Kingston doing?
Can I run at him and do a close combat attack?
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that. Using your knife or just your fist?
My fist, otherwise I'd have to pull it first.
Okay. Alright.
What do I need to roll?
Just close combat. Just straight up.
Alright. The odds aren't great, but...
I don't know.
Right.
The odds that you gotta roll a 6 eventually, those odds are getting higher.
That is true. But I'm rolling 8 dice, of which half of them are stress die.
Yikes. Woo, there they are.
Finally.
All right. So, what are you gonna do with your extra 6s? Extra damage?
Yeah, I suppose let's see what can I do. If I swap initiative, do I get another turn?
No, no.
Alright. I have 2 extra, right?
Yes.
So I want to clinch. And I want to, well,
I turn
can I
your light
use
on just so we
pull-
can see. But you can ignore it for now. Go ahead.
Can I also pull object from target, and with object I in this case mean the hostage?
Yeah, you're trying to pull those up. Well, there's one where you you were just attacking him, so I mean, you want to use something along those lines. So what is it? You can do an extra damage. You can knock a weapon out of their hand. You can knock them down.
Alright, then I want to
Or
do
extra-
1 extra damage and knock him down.
Okay, so a knockdown and 1 extra damage.
Yes.
Okay. He is knocked down. He takes a tumble. You dive after him, or like you sticking with him, or are you just pushing him down and?
I'm sticking with him.
Okay. All right. Then. Let's see. What is their strength at? Remember. Okay. He is going to fight back. And he is going to break free from you and stand up. So you're on the ground, he's standing up. And then we're back to Finberry.
What did you
What
roll?
about my turn?
Oh, is it your turn? Yeah, I keep forgetting you're after the NPC. Go ahead.
Were
Brow.
you supposed to roll D8, by the way?
No,
You did roll D8.
my bad. Hang on. Let me retell that story.
Wow, game mother.
Okay, same outcome. 1, 2, 6. It's just one less 6.
As a matter of fact, when you rolled D8, he had less of a chance to roll a 6.
Oh, that's true. That's true. The 7 should have been my clue. I don't know why I didn't.
And D8
You
at
actually
the end.
got an 8 as well.
Yeah, well. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine here. All right. So, Brow, what are you doing? You see, he's... Okay. And you're going to aim, since you don't have to move?
Aim. Yeah, aim.
All right. And you still have to take the -1. I just turned his light on so we could see, but... Yeah,
Okay,
you'll still have to...
minus
So
one.
your aim... your aim bonus will be canceled out by the darkness still. But it's just a straight ranged combat shot. Aim and fire, that's right. Colonel Cyborg.
Miss.
No ones, though?
Uh, No, no ones.
On
5,
stress, rather?
2, 4, 3.
Yeah. Do you have any stress?
Yeah, I have 1 stress.
Okay, as long as it wasn't a
Oh,
stress
remember, I
test,
have
it's
the
fine.
nerves of steel part, so.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to kill the hostage, but it's fine. All right. So you shoot and miss. Now we're back to Finberry. Where did Finberry go? Oh, Finberry's sneak attack around the back. All right, Finberry, you heard tons of scuffling up above you. You saw Kingston disappear over that wing to your left a little bit. What's your plan? He just charged up. He didn't have a weapon in his hand or anything.
He charged up the wing.
Yep, to the left. I mean, you have the wing right in front of you, kind of to your right, and then you have the part.
Yeah.
He went up the wing to the left.
Okay, so do I have a general idea of where the terrorist is? Like,
You hear scuffling above you on that wing, so you assume he's up there with Kingston.
Would I be able to slow action, like, run, like, over here? And then turn around and shoot? Or...
Well, you would have to draw your weapon. That would be your fast action, and then running would be your slow action. Or you can just run up and punch him like Kingston did.
Okay.
You want to run up and punch him? Tackle? Whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's standing up. Your boy Kingston is on the ground, though. And he's just standing up over Kingston. So go ahead and make your close combat attack.
Wait, would that be agility?
Nope. Strength plus close combat.
Okay. 4. Wait, you only add 1 for stress die, right?
1 per
Depends on how
stress.
much stress she has.
If I had 2 stress, I add 1 more.
2 dice for 2
Yeah.
stress.
Okay. Oh my god.
Ooh. Oh, I just saw the 6s. All right, go ahead and make a stress panic roll, rather. It's 1d6, add 2.
Wait, what do you mean 1d6 add 2?
Just roll 1d6 and add
It's your
2.
panic roll.
You're making a panic check because you failed your stress. So you're at 7.
That's, I think, add more stress.
Yes, you get 1 stress. Finberry gets 1 stress, so you get 1 extra stress.
And I do too, I suppose, because I'm
Yeah.
right next to her.
Right.
Well, that's 5 stress from me.
And we'll say the rolls. You still hit him. And what do you want to do with your extra 6? You want to do 1 extra damage?
Yeah.
All right. You send him into La La Land, and combat is over.
So that's it for combat?
For combat, yes. Back to
Can I go grab my gun?
yes. So combat is over. You've dragged your prisoner down now, and you've freed the Arcturians.
We'll advance upon the inner rooms that we found.
Can I reduce stress right now?
Yes. Let's go ahead and reduce all your stress. Does everybody want to go ahead and use their signature item to reduce? Go ahead by 1. That's the
Yes.
easy one.
No.
I
Nickel
haven't
is
yet
using
thought
banter,
of,
right?
Hold on, one at a time. Ultra, what were you saying?
I
mean,
well,
I'm sorry.
I suppose
Kingston.
Gregory Kingston has a different signature item than Pacheco Diaz.
We could say you can make one up if you want. Sure. What is your item?
I guess it's expensive watch from his girlfriend.
How big is the screen on the watch?
27-inch.
Wow, that's a
Like, very big.
It's full.
You're just lugging around a TV on your hand, aren't you?
All right. So you're checking out this watch from your girlfriend or ex-girlfriend?
Well, it's a very big inch, so I guess an X now.
Okay. All right. So
Let's say she died.
right, for unfortunate X. All right. Who else is using this signature item?
Wait, no, but if I do the banter thing, then
Well, you don't have
No,
to
but-
if you don't want to. But I
Okay,
just want to
no.
go. I just want to go through who's using the signature items first.
I know,
think
but if
I-
if what it does is that it makes it go down by 2.
Okay. So
yes, but I have 5 stress, so
yeah, it's so basically anybody who has more than 2 can use their item.
So I'm just actually gonna take the banter, so then I'm
Okay.
rid
Well,
of
hold
stress.
on then. All right. If it's just
I do
the
not
item,
consent in banter.
all right. Come. So go ahead. What are you going to talk to people about to calm everybody down and keep everybody cool?
Tell them that hey, at least we're not dead, and we did
Yeah,
our
like-
job. We did our job, and space elves are okay.
yeah, we could be Johnny Jones right now.
Definitely not him.
All right, everybody can drop their stress by 2 and thank the the dark humor banter from Finberry.
See, unlike you lot,
And his microphone cuts out.
I said, unlike you lot, I'm not stressed.
Okay.
I think you should gain 2 stress.
It cut it out again for me.
It is cutting out too for me. But try this: when you talk, hold your push talk button open.
I am.
I know, but hold it open for a half second, then start talking, and then when you're done.
Unlike you lot, I am not stressed out.
Oh, we heard you, but that time it came through. So I was just gonna say, just hold your button a half second before you start talking, and then a half second after.
For like 3
Well, you have to pay
seconds
the
afterwards
delay.
last time.
Anyway, anybody else need to relieve
Hey,
stress?
Stephen Hawking.
Anybody else need to relieve stress? You can sit in a place of relative safety for 15 minutes and reduce additional stress if anybody else has additional stress to reduce.
Oh,
Well, I
can
still have 2
You might
stress.
want to do that, Ultra.
can I heal Kingston, or will he heal himself?
Let's.
rather?
Already healed.
You're already healed?
Oh no, you failed. I forgot. I still have 2.
Yeah, let's just leave it at 2 for now. Let's try these rules that I just found. So we'll stick
So
with
you
this until
can't
we
heal mid-adventure till someone is at 0.
until you're down at 0, right?
Alright.
So no.
No.
The answer is
Okay.
no.
Okay. Everybody's good on stress with what they can do then?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Next move, Marines.
Don't
Fire
you
team
think you
leader.
should take 15 private private
Kingston.
Kingston.
If you insist.
Alright. So one more stress
do.
off.
Alright, then we'll reduce 1 more stress for taking a 15-minute break.
Alright, 15 minutes later. What happens?
Well, we're gonna escort the well, we're going to head back to the central room and we'll escort the Octurians to
Okay.
the rest.
And what about your prisoner?
Um,
Can we just
I shoot him in the
line
head.
up?
You do what you want, your game.
Is he a lieutenant?
Don't know
Probably
who
not.
he is.
Can we
I don't
search
care
him?
who he is. I'm shooting him in the head.
No, we should
Remember
like
the
tie him
mission
up
now.
and interrogate him.
Nope, I want to shoot him in the head.
Interrogate him with what? They just won't flinch.
Can I search him?
Yes.
He's dead. I shot him in the head.
You can search him. And he has on him, other than his gun.
Nothing that indicates that he's like of significant rank.
Too bad he's already dead.
I'm checking. He has. Make a search roll. He's got a rebreather mask on him.
Is
And
a search for observation.
yes, sorry. And he has a Armat 4 breaching charge strapped to his chest.
Alright, well. This has 1 stress die.
Okay. Ooh.
1/6.
All right, you find a razor blade hidden in each of his shoes. But nothing
seem
else
to
of
have
any
that a lot.
significance.
They do seem to have a lot of razor blades. Lance Corporal. Brow.
Okay. Well, I'd like to take out my shotgun, place it under his chin, and blow his brains out.
Okay, are you seriously doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. Is anybody moving to stop their commanding officer?
Me?
Well, was it part of the mission to eliminate all terrorists?
I don't
Not
know.
specifically. No.
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 Well, did
I'll
you guys,
stop him.
The mission
does anyone
was.
object to him killing him?
I will stop him.
Well, the mission says capture Rudy and Lieutenant alive. Nothing is specifically said about
Nice.
low guys like him.
Hmm. Okay.
Concerned.
What?
Who? Mad Dragon? Who are you talking to?
Game Mother.
Yes.
Can I use the 15 minutes that they used to sabotage the ship's navigation computer?
You can't get in the ship.
Aww.
Can
Isn't
we
there a
get?
panel on the
Well,
side?
if we res
I mean,
res
guy
this
has
guy
to-
into
Hold on,
if we
hold on.
take this guy hostage, then he can help us with the ship, right?
Yeah.
I just want to point
And
out
we
that
can
the,
take him prisoner.
Hold on, hold on.
How
Fin,
would you-
Yeah.
let's hold on, guys. Finberry, explain your plan. Too many people talking at once. Finberry, go ahead.
Well, we can tie this guy up and make him help us with the ship, and then we can get out of here.
can I point out that he is, was it C4 or
A4, but yeah, Armet, plastic explosives strapped to his chest. Yes.
All right, would we be able to blow the ship open with that, or would it be too weak?
Yeah, could do some damage to the ship.
Guess we could check the other guy for more explosives.
Okay.
Well, first off, we have a ship. We have the other ship.
Yes, but we are sabotaging this ship.
I understand, but I was really just in Private Finberry.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I just realized that too.
We have the other ship. Yes, we can sabotage this ship, but we don't really need this guy's help. One, I believe the Arcturians will work until he has no techno expertise, and I mean, Private Kingston. Yeah, Private Kingston searched him, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's not like he found the keys on him. So, if you ask me,
Mhm.
he's superfluous to requirements.
All right.
So we're not blowing up the ship.
We can blow up the ship after I kill him.
No, don't kill him.
I'm
Okay,
killing
hold
him.
on. Explain your reason why you don't want him killed. Private Jones.
Because we can, we can arrest him, and then our higher ups can interrogate him for more information. So if there's another, let's say, attack happening, we'll know about it and we can stop it before it happens.
And you assume they tell them that much?
Wow,
Yes,
I've never heard you so ruthless.
Stuff.
Not
It's
you,
nothing.
Maddie. Anyway, okay. So are you still going to proceed to shoot him with your shotgun?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna make an
Alright,
opposed roll.
I
I know. Hold on.
I'll
We're gonna make an opposed roll. You're gonna shoot your commanding officer, Private Jones.
What?
Are you gonna shoot your commanding officer?
Yeah, because you because you.
Okay. You think you don't want him to murder the cultist, so you're gonna
No.
murder him in this place.
Shoot his hand so he'll drop the gun.
Okay, he's shooting, so
Yeah, and I'm shooting his hand.
Can you do that with a smart gun?
yes.
I'm warning you, that's a court martial.
All right, hold on.
Hey,
Let's
that's
just
all you
let's
do.
just
You
settle
just
this
say
with a
orders.
roll. Go ahead and make your ranged attack roll.
You know I can't.
Well, I just mean you're gonna actually go through with shooting him though.
Shooting his hand, yes.
All right. Wow. Does anybody else want to try and stop Private Jones from shooting the your fire team leader?
I would not get involved in this.
Okay. How would you like to stop him from doing that?
Don't stop me! Stop
I
him!
think he said not get
Quiet,
involved.
Private
I will-
Jones.
I said I will not get involved.
Oh,
in
I thought you
this.
said will not. I see.
I said will. I will not get involved.
I
in this.
misunderstood you. I thought you said I will. Gotcha. Finberry, stalwart.
I guess I'll help stop him.
How are you gonna do that?
Wait, stop who?
Yeah, that's true.
Not you.
You're gonna stop your commanding officer from killing the guy?
Yeah.
How?
What is happening?
How? Quiet, Lance Corporal.
I'm gonna trip him.
So push him then. Close combat roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna tackle him. Can you do it for me? Because I disconnected.
Yep. Just tell me how many dice to roll.
Okay, so it's just close combat, or is it
Yes.
close combat and strength?
And strength.
Okay.
I got 7 dice. I just went by the way.
3. That's 3, but do I add a stress?
That you got rid of all your stress.
I had 1 more.
Then yes. So 8?
What? Why 8? No. It's just like 4.
Oh, 4? Strength
Yeah.
plus close combat is 4?
Plus the stress die.
So it's strength. My strength's 2 plus close combat is 1.
Okay.
It's 3 plus 1 in stress is 4.
Well, you failed.
Alright.
Alright, I want to point one thing out regarding gaining stress. It says a member of your own crew attacks you. That's when you also gain 1 stress.
Okay.
Does this fall
That's
into
true.
that category?
Yes.
But close combat, is that really considered an attack?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's combat being the operative word. Okay, roll your dice. Well, I'm not even gonna make you roll your dice. Roll your dice, Jones.
Yeah. Me?
And yes, and do it at -1.
But I can roll an annoying ag.
Okay, how many dice do I need to roll?
6 with the reduction.
Okay.
So just do D. So 60.
All right. Wow. Making an agility roll. I assume you're not just gonna let him shoot your hand.
No.
Yeah. Make an agility roll there.
But an agility roll? Ooh.
Yeah. It's to dodge.
Do you want me to add? Okay, so I already added a stress
Uh-huh.
for Finberry.
Yep,
You want
that's
me to add
included.
a stress for also?
No, just leave it at 1 for now.
Okay. I rolled a 6.
Just 1?
Yeah, just 1.
Okay. You shoot the prisoner in the face. And you are able to dodge Finberry's grappling attempt. But you're also getting shot at, and your arm gets grazed by the smart gun, so just take 1 point of damage.
Can't he roll for armor for that shot?
No, because it's on his arm. He specifically cited a called shot there. That's why he took the penalty.
Oh, I
Wait,
forgot.
hold on.
Wait.
Is it
hold
too
on.
late? Hold on, wait. Is it too late to use my bodyguard perk?
What does it do?
If someone within short range of you is hit by an attack, you can dive to take the hit. Roll for mobility.
Yeah,
Doesn't
you could do that.
Count as an action in combat. If you roll 1 or more 6, you
Okay.
take the
Roll
hit
your
instead.
mobility. So mobility
He
plus
has 2
agility
perks.
Okay, so mobility.
plus agility.
I don't know if it matters. Extra dice.
Oh wait, it's 66. Could you do it? Sorry.
66? Is
Yeah.
that with the stress?
Yes.
All right, you are successful. So go ahead and your armor. You can roll your armor because you're trying to block the shot.
You're gonna have to roll that constant. It's a 66.
Oh yeah,
Are you
66
trying to
again.
block me shooting the guy or
No.
Yeah.
him shooting me?
Okay, so you take 1 point of damage then, Finberry. So
Yeah.
you block the shot. You take the graze. But so there you go. The the overall resolution is you shot the cultist. Jones shot you. Finberry tried to grab you before Jones shot you. I'm sorry. Let me do this in order. You shot the terrorist. Finberry tried to stop you, but you were just moved out of Finberry's way. Jones tried to shoot you in the arm, the hand. But Finberry blocked him and took the shot in somewhere. Not in the armor, apparently. So we'll say in the arm instead.
Yeah.
And Finberry
I
has a minor gunshot wound to his arm.
I repented on my what is it called? What is that called?
I don't know what you're saying.
Sway.
Decision?
Yeah. So because I disobeyed orders, so I wanted to what is it called? Okay, I can't speak right now. Sorry.
We know what you're saying. We follow you. Trying to make up for a bad decision. We got you.
Yeah.
All right. So that all just happened. Let's go from here.
That's a court-martial, Jones. Let's move out.
Sir, you disobeyed orders from the head, from our head.
I hate to tell you, but I didn't disobey any orders.
Yes, you did. Our orders were to.
I just
Okay.
want to get
Wrong
us
route,
out of
bro.
the
Hold on, guys. Hold
scene
on.
of the brutal murder.
Yeah, hold on. Finish up, Jones.
I said, sorry, sir, our orders were not to commit cold-blooded murder. Our orders were to neutralize all threats. He was not a threat anymore. So you
At all.
committed cold-blooded murder. That is a death sentence.
I didn't commit any cold-blooded murder. He
You
committed
did.
the cold-blooded murder.
You were on the floor. Sorry, he was on the floor. Yeah,
Believe what you want.
he was
Believe
no,
what,
he had
believe what
he
you want,
was
Private.
no threat to us.
Believe what you want, Private Jones. We'll see who gets court-martialed.
All right.
Alright,
He's
I
heading
just
out.
want to lead the Aussies
Okay.
outside.
Go. You're leading him where?
Well, who went ahead? Is it starboard?
Okay.
What?
Guys, this is the way.
Yep. This
We
is
came
the
from
way.
this route.
Yeah.
No, we came from this way.
Nope. Stalwart is correct.
No, he
See?
isn't.
Yes, he is.
No, we didn't.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he is.
Oh, yes.
I am.
You came in
he's-
right by the wing. Yes, he is.
So wait, I was right,
Okay.
and you told me I was wrong.
No,
You're
because when I hit here, this was the point I hit, and that's not where we came in.
Yeah. Yes, it is because the other entrance you're going to is the main entrance to the Kivas, where you avoided going to.
Here's a shuttle. Just come over here. The
Oh.
little shuttle is over here.
Oh, you went the way that I was going.
You were going down the other way. It doesn't matter.
CW's confused
I
me.
wasn't. I was. Well, no.
I was following you.
Anyway, I
It's
lead
fine.
the Octurians to what's her name, and I say, "Hey,
Anders.
I guess I was
Anders," and
just
I found some more
confused with
hostages.
Starboard
Make
was.
sure to take care of them. See if you can get them talking. We'll be back. We just have one last thing to deal with.
We'll get him in the shuttle, Anders says.
Up and out, Marines.
Okay.
Everyone regroup on the light outside the shuttle, because I know we're all like spread out.
Yep. Thank you. Works. All right, everybody should be on your squad leader, fire team leader.
If I'm not, please move me.
Huh?
Well, I can't move if I'm not on the.
Oh!
on
I
the-
forgot you and Finberry.
Oh, Milk's having
Good.
technical difficulties as well.
Yeah, it's been disconnecting.
Yeah. It's really annoying for me because this is
Okay,
this
okay.
probably could be my last one.
Discord discipline. Oh,
Where's Kingston?
the Kingston's in the room in there. Isn't it?
I'm at the
Yeah.
ship.
Oh. How did I not see him?
is behind you.
Private Kingston, over
Oh,
here.
there he is.
Private Kingston, come here.
I'll move him. Maybe he disconnected.
I know the girls are pretty, but you need to come here.
Oh, we were already moving on.
Yes, that's what he said to
I didn't
regroup
even
on
see
the
you guys.
light. All right.
Oh, that light, like, not the light where I was.
No.
All right. Team leader, Lance Corporal Brow. Let's keep the soldiers moving here.
This way.
We have the good
Okay.
part to get to. Cool part.
Come hither.
Okay. Everybody see where
Also,
we're going?
I do want to blame Constant for me being there. Because I think he took my character when he selected the
I probably did.
Arthurians.
Alright, let's investigate these doors, y'all.
Okay. Who's going to which door? We have what? 3 doors?
Mhm.
Yep.
What's that thing in the middle?
Yeah,
Fire pit? Talking
No,
about?
no, no. I mean, give me a second.
Inside.
Where are you even at?
Oh no, never mind. It's
Oh, I see
The
you.
door?
never mind. There was just
Yeah, what's
there was
that?
just our
Is it a
Lance
door?
Corporal.
The pedestal?
It's
In
a
front of the
pedestal
door?
that leads into the door, yeah. All right, so everybody tell me out. Everybody go stand by which door you want to go into, and everybody,
Oh, this
Jones
Um,
and Finbury, you tell me where you want to go. There's 3 doors here. Looks like you have 2 in front of the big
middle
door.
one, please. Yeah, the big one, yeah.
Everybody wants to
Alright,
go to the
then
big door.
I'll move off the big one, and I'll do the one to the right, and
okay.
I'll this one.
Anyone
guess
to the one on the
Alright,
left?
I will go to whichever one is not covered yet.
Okay. Do you want your gun out?
Yes, please.
I'm going to the big door, please.
Okay, you're here at the
Gun
big
out
door.
here as well.
All right. And you, Stalwart?
I'm just gonna see what happens and react accordingly.
Okay. So we're gonna start over here with Finbury, and the left door.
Right.
One second.
I mean,
I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up the right description here. Oh, here we go. So as you open the door, it's a very small room, and there's a rack of PDATs, which are basically the fancy tablets that everybody carries around with them. They have very small screens. There is several rows and rows of dug into the granite wall of the room, and on those walls are just lots and lots of parchment. And there's also a partially blown hole in the floor, but it's just the hole is just nothing. It's just a crater. There's solid rock beneath it.
okay.
But that's all that's in the room. PDATs, scrolls, and a little crater in the floor from an explosion.
Interesting. Can I make like an observation check, or do I
That's-
understand what's going on in here?
You see, they tried to blow a hole in the floor for some reason, but all of the PDATs and the parchments are just on the shelf. They just
Can I examine some of them?
Yeah, you can see that they're kind of the same designs that you see out here in this courtyard. I'm gonna go the center kivas here. The designs that the Arcturians have made, just kind of art, pictures of horseshoe-shaped items, stars, just different kinds of art and writing talking about, the great star gods and how one day they'll come back. Well, actually, you can't read Arcturian, but we'll assume that one PDAT was in English translation.
Okay.
All right. other room here. That's you, Lance Corporal Brow.
Alright.
Okay. Go inside, and it's pretty much the same thing. This time, though, there was a hole in the wall. But again, it's just a small crater. You can come out. There's nothing to see inside.
I was just inside for the effect.
Thank you. I appreciate that. There's also, again, the scrolls in little carved-out shelves into the wall. On the bottom of the scroll, on the bottom of the floor, is a scroll that's been ripped and just sort of balled up and thrown down. But otherwise, all the PDATs and everything are still hanging on the racks.
So since I 100% can read Octarian, because, I went to the finest school in all of Terra.
Yeah, that's totally how you ended up in the Colonial Marines, right?
Is he... Wait.
What
Is he
does
bullshitting right
what does it say?
What was your question, Finberry?
I said, is he bullshitting right now? Or
Yes,
does
yes, he is,
actually-
because he has no
Okay.
idea. He has
Yeah.
no idea.
I mean, I feel like my character should emulate myself, so.
Right,
And
right.
you're fluent in
Oh yeah,
Arcturian.
so you went to the school for Octarian.
Yeah, that's right. He totally
Yeah,
speaks
that was
an
one of my classes at Harvard. That's what we learned.
alien
Why don't you
xenolinguistics.
Why don't you
Yeah.
show us a little Arcturian?
No, let's not. No Arcturian. That's
Yeah,
all
let's
you see
hear
is
it.
the scroll, and you see the same thing talking about the stars and they're waiting for the arrival of the Star Guardians. Just same kind of stuff. You read that on the PDATs. But the scrolls again have obviously been made by the Arcturians. All right. He doesn't need a linguistics roll, Wolf. Okay. Now, this big room, what is it? Just the two of you going in there, Jones and Kingston?
Can you just go in?
There's nothing to see, but yet. Inside of this room, I have to flip back to the page, sorry.
I can't go in.
I know, there's nowhere to go in.
Oh,
Behind
that's
the door is
the
another
map.
door.
Okay. As you walk inside, you immediately notice a very large hole blown into the floor. In fact, there's two that you can sort of tell make up the one large hole. And unlike the other two rooms where it was a crater, there looks to be some kind of cavernous passage that leads down. So you need to come out and report that to your team.
Alright,
Yeah, coming out.
me too, yeah.
Okay, I'll meet up with them in the middle.
Lance Corporal, you want to come over here?
Yeah, I'm chilling. Sorry, I was brushing up on my Octarian.
Is suave Arcturian?
Part of being suave, you just know how to read Octarian.
Why don't you share your findings there, Private Kingston?
Sir, it looks like there's a cavernous pathway behind this door. I think we should explore it.
Alright then. Form up with Private Jones in the front, and let's move out.
You travel through some winding tunnels. You were fairly certain you heard some Arctura in the tunnels, but you didn't actually see one. Finally, you arrive in this giant hall of a room. 6 massive 9-meter tall heads with deep, chiseled, grim expressions are in this room. You also see a giant green crystal with water flowing down over top of it, dropping from the roof. You're inside of a cavern, so there's no sign of the sky. You're really not sure how deep into the earth you are, but these tunnels were clearly put here thousands of years ago. You see in front of you a pair of gun-wielding humans dressed like the other terrorists, cultists, like the other Children of the Divine cultists you've been dealing with. And you also see some humans gathered around the little fountain pool at the base of the giant green crystal. They don't have any guns. They're just sort of huddled around talking. What's your move, Marines? Not everybody at once.
They're just children, right?
No, the Children of the Two Divines. That's the name of the religion they follow. They're not actual children.
Oh, okay.
Listen,
These are probably high-value targets. We should capture them alive.
yes, don't kill them.
So I propose that Private Stoward uses electroshock grenade on the two with guns, and that we calmly approach the other three after they're subdued.
How many electroshock grenades do you have in total there?
One more.
Okay.
Sir, I also have one electroshock hand grenade left.
Alright.
Okay. Stalwart, let's see that grenade toss.
Can I aim with this?
Yes, you can. You're not under any pressure at the moment. They don't see you. They just have their guns slung right now. So you are going to get one free action.
Okay, so just range combat plus agility.
Yep.
+1 for the aim.
Right. +1 for the aim.
Oh, thank you, dice. 2 6s.
Okay. So you toss your grenade flawlessly. Lands right where you wanted it. I assume kind of right in the middle of them up here. Like right there. In between them. Right around here?
Right in
okay.
between them.
It lands and they start to seize up, like in place. Roll. Actually, no. What are you going to do now while they're seized in place?
I want to send.
Don't send. Say. Tell them what you want them to do.
Finberry, and Stalwart go and subdue those two. Everyone else approach the other three with caution. With guns pointed down, though.
Okay.
Copy, sir.
All right.
Wait, which one are we going to do? To the left, right?
Yes.
To the left, yes.
All right. They're both just sort of locked in a stun. It'll end any second. So let's see. Both of you make a close combat roll.
Well, could I tie them up or no?
Yeah. Well, this is going to be your close combat roll because they're going to come out of it.
Rip.
Okay, hold on.
And you'll need to tussle with them a little bit. Otherwise, it's going to break into a full-on combat.
Are they at a disadvantage, though, due to the stun? I mean, the subdued.
The children terrorists, yes.
Do we get an extra die for this? Because they're shocked?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, well, the stun says -2 to something.
Yes!
But it wouldn't do what?
He got what he needed. How about you, Finberry? Oh, you just rolled. You got a 6. Okay.
It was the extra die that did
All right. So you guys get them all subdued and locked up as they come out of their seizing. And you guys over here at the fountain, you see a kind of a... It's a fountain that's carved... It's been carved into the ground where the water is. And these three people here look to be just ordinary people. One of them looks at you and says, "Oh, thank God. They sent in the Marines. Are you here to rescue us?"
Yes, sir.
Ma'am.
You go. Oh, I didn't know who was talking to me.
It's one of the women up front.
Yes, ma'am. If you follow down this cavern, keep going straight and then take a small left, you'll see Kavis with the shuttle. We've already gathered some Octarians there, ready for extract. Once we wrap up here, we'll get back and we'll take you all off world.
Oh, thank God.
Also, is there anyone named Tahoe down here?
One of the women in the back says, they have some woman scientist in there with them. I don't really know. They disappeared around the corner and we haven't seen them for hours.
Alright.
Do you know how many more of them are there?
There should only be 3, I think. That's all that we saw go past us here.
Any more civilians that we have to worry about?
I only saw the scientist. No, that's it.
Do you know what this giant fountain is for?
They just look at it and then look at you and shrug. They just made us wait here with those 2.
Alright, you're free to go.
Thank you so much. Alright. And they disappear down the cavern hurriedly. You can hear them at quite a brisk pace as the echo starts to fade. They are eager to get out. So what are you doing with your prisoners here?
Tie them up for now and search them. Make sure they have nothing on them.
Right, they each have rebreathers and Armat charges strapped to their chest.
Can we get the Armat charges off?
Let's have some demolition rolls, sure.
Demolition.
Yep, explosives.
Not me.
I believe it's heavy machinery, I think, is what that one's
Okay,
under.
yeah, I'll do that.
Alright.
I'm gonna send somewhere safe.
I'm going to take my distance.
Okay.
Y'all have such faith in your commanding officer.
Finberry, are you gonna...
The explosions.
You see your commanding officer coming over?
Finberry is currently disabled. You might want to check the chat.
Oh. Which chat?
The RPG chat.
I moved him in.
Finberry, you gonna keep staying there?
No success.
No ones, though?
No ones.
No stress ones, sorry, I should say.
Yeah, no stress ones.
Okay. Alright, you can't quite figure out how to get it off. And, she smirks at you. Big dumb Marine. Can't even figure out how to get explosives off, can you?
I don't rise to the bait. Do they have anything else on them? Do they have the knives like the other cultists we've searched?
Well, you have to make an observation search check for that.
Observation search?
Yeah.
Just observation?
Yes. And?
Guys, I'm rolling 10 dice. If I don't get a 6, I have the Ultra Curse.
Someone had to take it from him.
Can I help him?
2 6s.
Okay, never mind.
And you're searching? Yes. You find the razor blades in both pairs of shoes.
I take them out.
Okay. They're all handcuffed up. Let's move along. What are we doing?
Okay.
Did you guys notice
Make-
that
make-
there's big heads on the walls?
Yeah.
Yes, we noticed them as soon as we came through. As the
Pretty-
gods told
pre-
us.
I'm pretty sure they're the US president.
Donald Trump's
Actually-
enormous head is carved into the wall.
Alright. Anyway, make sure they're separated and let's move out, Marines.
All right.
I suppose we rendezvous at the exit to this.
Actually, kind of does look like Benjamin Franklin.
Yep. Just hang right there is perfect, right there, bro. If you would.
Wait, we're leaving these people here?
You said you're securing them and then separating them and then moving on.
Oh, okay.
If you want to do something else, speak up.
What else
wanna
would
do?
you have us do, Private Finberry?
I don't know. I really don't know.
All right.
So-
You could shoot them.
No, they might be high profile.
Alright, I'm turning my lights off.
Okay.
I said that for the fun.
Can you turn my on too, please?
Off. You said?
I turned mine off, yes.
I was talking to Jones.
I know. I want to keep mine on.
On. Okay.
You ready, CW?
Oh, I'm sorry. Who?
You, Game Mother?
Yes.
You.
Alright, well, I mean, I want to go in ahead of these because I don't want
Okay.
to be in the light.
Are you trying to make another sneak check?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead
Can
and
I do
roll.
the same?
Yeah, you have a mobility. Make a mobility check too. Sure. If anybody's trying to be sneaky, go ahead and roll your mobility.
Got 1-6.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
The one is a stress die, by the way.
Oh.
My luck today, man.
Yep. Yep.
It's been
Okay. Make your check. Your panic check. Oh.
That's 7, so I gain 1 more stress and everyone
Yeah.
nearby as well.
Everybody gains 1 stress thanks to watching Kingston stumble as he tries to be sneaky.
Kingston!
So I'm stealthy at least?
You have passed him. You need to walk past him into the room a little bit.
If I pass it or not, because I did get 2 6s.
Yeah, we'll let you pass it. You gave everybody a thing. We'll move along. Here.
Can I
There's
take the
something
bonus
fancy
as well?
to the right.
A bonus? What do you mean?
Oh, I had an extra 6.
Oh, yes, yeah. What are you
should
going to do?
Really fancy, like.
You could give it
Ah.
to someone else, and then we could try and all go stealthy.
No, I don't think we should all go stealthy.
I'll go for the +1 to later related roll.
Okay. All right. We'll move on up there with
I'll
Stalwart.
go more sideways.
Okay.
Approach.
All right. You see a door here to your right. Doesn't look like any kind of regular door you have seen before.
So this thing?
Yep. You see a little
Fancy.
Weird
panel,
door indeed.
a panel on the left there that you can open it with.
Do we know what's on the panel? Like, can we translate
button.
it?
It's got a button. Kind of looks like an open and close button.
When you're saying door, do you mean that there's a wall here?
You don't see the light up door in front of you?
Well, I see the door, but I see nothing around it.
You don't see the
It's
wall
just-
around it?
No, it's just an open way.
Huh, okay. Well, it's not supposed to be that way. So you open in the
Maybe
door?
just-
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, the door opens, and you can walk inside.
Okay, that looks sick.
I can't see anything.
I sure, because I have my...
Well, the one thing you can see is a giant head in the room, and that's about all you can see without moving around closer or turning your lights on.
Oh, there's the head. I was looking at a wall.
Oh, what are you doing?
I'll turn my light on.
All right.
Can I stand away from the light too?
Sure. Move to where you would like to move.
Where's Kingston?
Right next to you.
I can't see him.
I'm trying to double click my character. It's not working.
There you go.
If I stand behind him, can they see the light? Of me?
Be out of his light radius, and you'll be out of the light. There you go. Okay. All right. There's the door you came through. And you see out of the corner of your eye a very smooth silver, well, it's blackened metallic container.
I can't select my character.
Oh, I messed you up. Now you can. Sorry.
I still can't. No, I can.
Yeah. There you go.
Don't shine a light at me.
Other way.
I'll shine
Turn-
it the other way.
Turn around. 180. There you go. And there's a charred container. And it looks like it's everything in this room on the walls. Everything has been charred black. Like a raging fire went through here and damaged everything. The containers all look like they have been cracked open at some point, someplace.
Can I check inside?
Yep. You find one that's inspectable and you find nothing in it. It's just empty.
Alright. I guess I'll go further into the room.
Okay. Well, the room is kind of small here.
Alright.
It doesn't really have much. Everything's pretty much the same across the room. You don't have a lot to see in here. You know, as you walk around, you both disturb the soot in the room, and you can kind of smell the burnt particles as you walk around and, you know, touch the different containers and the walls and the floor moving around. You can tell probably nobody's been in here since whatever was in here burned up.
Well, I think we're leaving the room again then.
Okay, why don't you make an observation check?
Alright.
Should I make the observation check?
You both can. Where are you at, Ultra?
I'm right ahead of...
Are you by the door?
No, I'm inside the room still.
Okay, I can't see
In the
you.
middle of the room.
I got 1-6.
Did you turn your light out?
No, it's still on.
Okay,
I
you must be
can't
here in the
see
wall.
him.
Yeah, you're seeing a different version than we are.
Oh, there's a wall there.
Yeah.
I'll come back.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna borrow your character for a minute. I don't know if I designed what I thought I designed. I did not. Don't worry about the observation check.
Oh, I got 3 6s, but...
We'll save it. It's fine.
Yeah, no,
I thought I
1-6.
did though.
Well, maybe
It's
it's just
fine.
because we loaded a new map.
No,
Screw-
no, it would have had to have been something. Anyway, it's fine.
Could try and rejoin. Just see if it works.
You can, but that's not it's not a big deal.
What was it? Or
So
is that
they
spoiler?
they can come out and tell you. Oh, what? I'll tell you later after the game. Maybe we'll see. All right. Are you doing? Where did you go, Stalwart? Are you out of the room already?
No, still in the room.
All right. Did you want to do something else in the room?
Nope, but I'm
Also,
staying out of the
As
light.
I go out, I want to turn my light off again.
Okay.
Because I want to stay sneaky.
So, what'd you find?
Well, yeah. Did you go back to them, or sorry, I don't know where do you wanted to go?
Well,
Okay. So he's back. He's reporting. All right. Go ahead.
We found a lot of ash. It seems something has been burning in there.
ash like volcanic ash, or ash like
Just
leftover from a fire pit ash?
left over from a fire.
Oh,
There were no people in there.
Where's Stoward?
In the dark somewhere.
All right, let's go to that light combat formation.
PFC Jones up first so he can die. Right?
Yes.
Is that
Reloading
combat
work.
formation?
Well,
the
no,
revolver.
it's because he has the big gun,
Oh, right, right.
but also
And the motion
so-
tracker.
And the motion tracker. Yeah.
2 reasons to be in front.
Private
Okay.
Jones, advance towards that figure.
Which figure? Which way? Point? Click? Okay. Okay. Actually, why don't you go first, Stalwart? Since you're trying to be creepy. Stealthy. Quiet. Alright. You see 2 figures in the room. One of them in a white lab coat. And another one just sort of in standard clothes. You can't really see much about him. You doing anything, or you just waiting for everybody else?
I'll go back and relay this information.
Okay. Go ahead.
Wrong person.
No, I mean, they're all here. It's fine.
Lance Corporal, I see 1 person and our scientist, I believe.
All right, hit fast, hit hard. We don't want him trying to use the scientist as a hostage against us, but also make sure to not kill either of them.
Do we have any more stun grenades?
I have one.
Maybe we could throw one in and stun them both.
Yeah, but
I don't
what
want to
happened?
key on the scientist.
And what if our main target then doesn't want to surrender? We should probably keep our stun grenade for the main target.
He could be the main target, but we know.
He didn't look fancy at all, so I doubt it.
But we can't take any chances.
I suggest we follow the Lance Corporal's plan.
I think this stun grenade is a last option. I say for now we rely on our skill and training as Colonial Marines. We can subdue them.
I suggest we keep our weapons out at least.
Definitely. Advance, boys, unless somebody wants to do something.
Finberry, you good? Coming up here with us? Alright. Alright. Everybody get in the
Private
position.
Jones?
Should I turn my light off or?
He's asking you,
That's
Lance
up to
Corporal.
you. Oh, if you keep your light on, all the better to aim. It's my motto.
Alright,
Okay.
I'll turn my lights on as well then.
Alright.
I'll leave mine off for now, because you guys have enough light coverage.
United States Colonial Marines,
United.
surrender. United America.
No, you're right. You're right.
United-
You were right.
Oh.
Okay.
Put your hands up and surrender.
Both figures turn around to look at you. You see the front one, now that your lights are shined on them, they have an assault rifle slung over their back.
Both of them, or just the front one?
Just the front one.
All right. Does he respond?
No, I mean, I'm waiting for you to respond. They turned around, so what are you doing?
Drop the weapon and surrender.
Drop the weapon and put your hands in the air, both of you.
Drop him now, or I will rip him with fire.
Stop being so overzealous, Private Jones.
All right. The one in the front reaches for the rifle and runs over to the scientist-looking figure,
Oh, here we go again.
who dives out of the way because it looks like she may have dropped what was in her hand, and she dives to try and save whatever it is from the floor. So you have a. She is. You have a clear shot at him. What are you doing?
She's like,
Okay. Shoot.
yeah, me shoot. 76, please.
Oh, you need me to do it. That's right. All right. It's going to be 6 because you're at a disadvantage. You're trying to shoot his legs specifically. All right. You got a success. You hit him in the leg and he tumbles down. Anybody else?
Alright, Josh, get him now! Get him now!
I want to rush up and tackle him.
Okay. Move up and close combat roll.
Also?
Yeah, sorry, had to look at how many.
Not ultra. Who?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he disconnected.
Kingston.
Whoa. Well, I have 3 6s, but also 1 on a stress die.
This still counts. It's fine. As long as there's not a 1 on the stress die, it doesn't matter. So you have
It's a
3
1,
6s.
Because I have 2 stress die.
Oh. I got you.
So I roll another d6.
So wait, you have 2 stress. Oh, that's right. You just got 2nd stress.
Yeah, I got 1. Well, this is fine. Alright, I get on 6, so that's no panic.
Okay. Then you're going to stumble and trip on your way and not make it to him in time. So we have 3 people left to go.
I fell prone for maximum effect.
It's not prone, but sure. Brow, Finberry, and Stalwart, you guys each have a move here.
I guess I'll try to charge and subdue him.
Okay. Let's see that close combat roll.
Two 6s.
All right. What do you want to do with that extra combat? Or that extra 6? Damage?
Sorry, give me 1 second.
What have I missed? My headset died.
Disarm him. Take the assault rifle from him.
Okay.
Oh, you
Knock
should
the weapon
shoot
out
it.
of his hand. Got it.
Yep.
So you grapple
Okay.
him, you grab the rifle and sling it across the room. You give him a good punch. All right, Finberry and Stalwart, you have a. What are you guys doing? You hear some tussling going on in the room. You see Kingston slip and fall on his way in. Trip and fall.
Alright, well, I want to peek around this corner here and see what's going on.
You can already see. Yeah, you can see when you from here. You can just see.
Wait.
Whoops, sorry. You can see he's your commanding officer's in a fight with some guy. They're rolling around on the ground.
Okay, so definitely would not be a good idea to shoot at this point.
It depends if you like your commanding
Um,
officer or not.
Yeah. Come on.
And if you like to,
I guess I'll just wait. If I'd like to what?
if you like to
help
stick
you?
to the.
Are you dead?
He tripped and fell.
I fell. I'm not dead.
Talk to the scientist.
Hey,
Talk to the scientist.
quiet.
Okay.
What do you want? Okay, never mind.
I'll go talk
No,
to the
no,
scientist.
no. What did you say? No, what were
Nope,
you saying?
nope. You want to talk to the scientist? That's what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you want to do, Stalwart?
I'll stay in reserve and overwatch just in case something goes wrong.
Okay. All right. What would the scientist? What are you going to say to the scientist?
What kind of work are you doing here?
I'm working with you.
Wait, what? Wait, what? What kind of scientist is this?
Didn't.
I remembered the mission.
No, I don't remember the mission.
Alright, I stand back up and ask, are you Tahal?
Yes. Didn't the general send you?
We came to rescue you.
Right. The general didn't send you?
Oof.
We didn't send us.
All right, Batman.
I am still fighting this guy.
Yes. Yes, you are.
Out of character, we did get sent by the general, right?
Nope.
Oh, we didn't.
You got
Who
sent
sent
the
us?
normal way through your chain of command. Your commanding officer sent you here. You
Alright,
you have no idea who she's talking about.
We didn't get sent by no general.
Oh.
We got sent by the regular chain of command to rescue you. We're simple Colonial Marines. We're just following orders.
Okay. Well, I'm safe. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Can I help to do the die, by the way?
Yes.
Ooh,
Pow. Biff.
Yeah, I
Pop.
feel like
I mean, when I said talk to her, I didn't literally mean like have a conversation. I kind of just meant interact with her.
Either way, you've got your children of the two divines terrorists contained.
All right. I ask him who he is.
I'm a child of the two divines. What do you think I am?
What's your name, child?
He doesn't say anything.
All right. Well, make sure he's tied up and all that.
I got some.
You got what?
I got some handcuffs if we need them.
Okay. So you handcuff him up?
Yep.
Someone gonna treat his leg?
Depends on if he cooperates.
I mean, we might as well bleed out.
Private,
Right, should I treat him?
Private Stoutward. Treat him, but see if you can't get him.
Don't allow me to treat him. My empathy is too bad.
I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean Stalwart. I meant Private Finberry. Treat him, but see if you can't get him to spill something before you patch them all up.
And mention the name Giannis Rudy frequently. He's the leader we're looking for.
Oh, they're further into the cavern, Tahal says, when she hears you mention his name. Him and the woman who was with him, she's the one that actually seemed in charge.
Wait, woman.
Short,
Get this
pink hair.
woman's name?
Mishka?
Short pink hair?
Mister.
She nods.
Private Jones, why does it sound like you've never seen a woman before? You seem very
What?
surprised by this.
What is this contraption, Doctor?
Well, I was taking records for the general. Thought that's why you were here, to come recover these. But now that the screen is shattered, I don't know if we can get it to work here. She's holding a PDAT, and it's got a cracked screen.
Why were you working for these cultists?
Well, I don't think I can say. If you're not sent here by the general, you might not have the clearance.
We'll
Does
see where we can get you.
do you want to stay around here with us, or do you want to go ahead and get back to the shuttle, and we'll be back shortly after we clean up the cultists?
Sure, I'll follow everybody.
All right.
Be careful though.
Careful
The-
of what?
Yanez seemed sort of strange. He acted very out of sorts. I don't think he's in his own right mind right now.
Oh, you've
Put
heard
that one.
woman.
Put that
Let's-
one somewhere, and let's keep going.
Yeah, let's proceed with caution.
Yeah.
Okay. She will head out.
Sorry, are we not gonna mention the fact that she just said that there was someone with him?
We took note of it. What do you want us to say about it? Oh my God, there's a woman with them, and she might actually be the leader. Oh my God. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
yeah, but ain't she the one we left with the other hostages?
No, of course not.
Or am I or am I thinking of someone else?
You're thinking of someone else.
That's someone else.
Yeah, because the last people said there were 3 people ahead. Well, wait, that doesn't make sense. And there should
Yeah,
have
it
been
doesn't
4.
make sense because there's
What
3.
doesn't
but
make
there's
sense?
4.
Well, the previous people we spoke to said there were 3 people ahead, but there's actually
Yes.
4.
Well, okay. I'm assuming they didn't include the scientists, or didn't
Yeah.
know of the scientists.
No,
Yeah,
no, no.
so-
That was hold on. That was my mistake. There was 4, not 3. That was my mistake.
This cultist and the other 2 cultists that she told us about. It checks out.
Yeah, that was my mistake. Sorry. You got accurate information. It was my mistake.
Okay, never mind.
Alright, well, I'm already halfway across the room.
Yeah,
So
sure.
it's- Suggest we progress.
Okay.
Oh, don't forget the other prisoners we got from all the way.
You handcuffed them, right?
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we all handcuffed them.
Okay.
I think they're like. I think we just have 2 other people. I think we just have 2 other prisoners in the same room. That's it.
I'm gonna pretend like I know what you're talking about.
We have 2 other.
Yes. What about the other 2 prisoners?
Don't forget to bring them.
You want to drag the prisoners with you?
Why would we bring them? Boy, get your butt up in front. And let's
No,
leave.
you don't know what I'm talking about.
What prisoners are you talking about?
Okay, so I don't remember what room they are, but last time right, we encountered 2 hostiles. Right, we managed to capture them. They're still in the room in handcuffs.
Yeah.
Yes, so?
Okay.
I'm just saying, when we leave, don't forget to capture.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
That's all I'm saying.
When we leave. Okay. We just didn't get it. All right. So this guy is secured, handcuffed to whatever this thing is, and moving forward.
If they're not important, it's not. I mean, who cares if they starve to death? We can just leave them here.
All right. Let's go. Ready,
Anyway,
Finberry?
let's go on. Finberry, stalwart.
Yep.
Okay.
Jones,
Just
get in
being
front. You're the
sneaky.
point
I'm in
man.
front. I'm in front.
You are most definitely not in front.
Yeah, I'm not in the game.
Okay. He's. Hold on. Calm down,
Oh.
guys.
I
All right.
was definitely.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
Lights
I'm
lights
sorry.
on. Lights off. Make sure you
My
got.
lights are on.
Lights
Okay.
on.
All right.
The last one, please.
Your lights
Do we
are
go
on.
to this thing on the left?
Where do you tell me where you want to go? You go
Let me
towards
check
where
it
you
out.
want to go.
This looks interesting.
All right. It's a river,
On the ground.
underground river, flowing. The water is actually getting a little bit loud here. It's going to be kind of hard to hear normal conversations.
Wait, do we have to push
Hold on. Everybody's going too far. Spread apart now.
This
Just-
rock looks special.
Yep. Hold on.
Wait.
Hold on.
Oh.
Everybody come back to here real quick. Let's get everybody together.
Where's
Finberry,
here?
you there? You're in the right spot.
Everyone near the weird rock.
Okay.
Alright, where's the person now?
Where's what person?
The person now, I said.
You left them
You
behind.
left him behind. We covered this.
Oh, I thought we had him.
All right. It's
Oh,
I'm sorry, I
the way-
thought I heard we thought-
okay. It's
the
a.
scientist was coming with us, right?
It looks like some kind of altar. No, the scientist. You told her to leave. And go with the other civilians. I thought.
I gave her a choice, and
Yeah.
that
She
was
said I
like-
will
she
go with
must follow
everybody
that.
else.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were everybody else.
Well, she meant the civilians. She left already. She's with the others. She went the other way.
She left. I gave her instructions. She gone. She gone.
Yep. So this just looks like an altar of some kind. There's a little path to it. You know, you have to walk through water. It's slightly under the water, but
Anything noteworthy that requires an observation check?
I mean, you can see the running water, and you can hear
With
voices,
my masterful knowledge of Octurian, this
and you
obviously
can hear
says-
voices in the room somewhere from behind you, quietly talking.
With my obvious extensive knowledge of Octurian, I read this says, "Sacrifice Private Jones if you want to live." I mean, I'm not one to argue with the big metal altar.
Actually, if you read closely, it says, kill.
You don't even know my name.
Kill the colonel.
Lance
Kill the
Corporal.
colonel
That's
for
not me.
killing and for committing a war crime.
Corporal.
I'm
Okay,
not.
Lance-
Lance
Okay,
Corporal.
come on, guys. Come on. Let's go.
I
Anyway,
suggest
just,
in my
let's go.
fluent Arcturian that we go on.
All right. Moving on. You see an entrance to a room here.
Is there anything behind this wall? Right now.
Is there?
Let's go.
I want to.
All right.
Shouldn't we send a stealth person out first?
No.
Oh, there's activity in here.
All right. You see 3 people in the room, one of them with a gun. Well, I fail at counting.
Yes, it's 5 now in total.
Yes.
You keep adding one. Are you mentioning?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot. Well, you know what? Tell you what. Now, there's just 2 people. You hear 2 people in the room. You see several concrete sarcophaguses in the room. And you see the 2 people hunched over one of them, and it looks like they have something running from the older male-looking one into the sarcophagus.
Okay, I shout out, United States Colonial Marines,
Whoa.
put your hands up!
No, he is in the lead.
Yeah, I'm first. I think first.
Fair point.
All right, what else?
Um,
Anybody else doing?
Well, I just keep my gun
Stalwart
out.
Brow, go to the right. Make sure there's nobody there.
To the right?
To the right. To the right.
Wh-
Stalwart and Finberry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, your brow.
I know.
Stalwart and Finberry. Could you use your caps lock button where you want him to go?
I am.
I don't even see it. Oh, behind us.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And make sure there's nobody there. Secure the room.
All right, Finberry, did you see where he was pointing?
No.
Behind you.
Behind me.
Yeah, turn around.
To the
So
right.
you see the giant pink arrow? There you go.
Just look where I'm standing.
Okay. All right. You're telling them to freeze. We're going to hold this up here, then we're going to let them explore back here.
Yeah, freeze.
That's fine.
Yeah, freeze.
All right. So you're...
Any sort of moves, and I will shoot.
All right, go ahead and walk in.
Do I need an observation check?
Hold on. Oh, you're up here. This room is empty so far. You have to walk a little further in. Keep going. Looks like it just leads back out into the room with the river. You can hear the river water running again. very loudly.
Yeah, it loops around. It's clear.
All right. So while you guys are scouting that out, you're up here, and the older man doesn't move, but the woman with short pink hair, she kind of puts her hands up. Immediately, she's giving up right away, and she just slowly starts walking towards you.
What are your names now?
What did you say? Sorry.
What are your names?
I think
He's
you go
he's
back.
in contact with them, and she just slowly puts her finger over her mouth, going shh, motioning for you to be quiet. He's talking to them.
Calm
He's
down.
He's
in
listening to
Calm
them.
down a little, Jones.
No, don't move any
So,
closer. Come
What are your
back.
names?
We're with the children of the two divines. I'm Mishka. This is Giannis.
And what exactly are you trying to do?
He's listening. She
Do
touches
really?
touches her ear, and then she points at the different sarcophaguses.
He talks to the dead.
Who's buried here?
Then she, they're not dead.
Okay. Whose
What?
sarcophagi are these?
It's a couple of curses, sir.
It's sarcophagi.
I think we should break up this little seance.
So let's get some observation checks.
Can I do one, please?
Yeah, just the three of you that were here. The other two are off scouting while you're talking.
Can you do one, please?
Oh, you tell me what to roll.
Oh, once again for the
How much?
what are the opinion again for the
Observation and wits.
46.
Alright, I got 2 6s, but also yet again a 1 of my stress die.
46.
All right. Well, this time you can make your panic check, but you don't see anything. You see
I got-
nothing either, Jones.
Oh, sorry,
I got
no.
one.
5d6 plus the. Sorry, no, it's 5d6 with the stress.
I
Alright,
got one.
panic check is fine.
You got 1-6. You said. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got 1-6.
Okay. You can see that Giannis has some kind of visor on, and the visor kind of goes like some earbud type things to his ears, and then it leads down in a wire, and he's holding his hand inside the sarcophagus that he's in front of right now. If you look around the room, 2 of the other sarcophagi, they look like they actually have some lights built into them, so they have some kind of technological element. They have been opened, and pieces of their stone slab lie on the floor in pieces. Inside one, well, you can move up there. Actually, go ahead and move up. All right. One of them is empty. 2 of them have some kind of very tall, desiccated corpse inside. It's very, very tall, but you really can't tell what it is. It's just so poorly, deteriorated.
How about you tell your friend to stop talking with this god of yours and talk with us instead?
Haven't you ever wanted to speak with a god?
Not particularly. I just kinda want to get paid and go home back to Terra. I don't concern myself with gods. After all, did God ever spur a bullet away from me?
If talking to a god is somehow worth killing for, then I have to confess that that is indeed a crime, and we're here to arrest you.
But the gods and their angels will make everybody reborn. You, Stalwart and Finberry, you can come up here now.
Tell your friend to stop talking with the god, or we'll shoot him.
You can't be interrupted. It's not a process that you can just stop.
Lance Corporal, I think we can stop it with force.
I'm sorry. I seem to be out.
You seem to be what?
I seem to be out of the loop here. What's going on?
He's speaking with them.
Private Jones, shoot the man in the leg, please.
Yeah, but bang, I guess.
All right, hold on. As you lift your smart gun to fire a round, the man immediately just starts going crazy, screaming and grabbing at his temples with both of his hands. He is just going absolutely batshit crazy.
Okay. My first reaction would be to try to subdue him. You know, try to get him to calm the hell down.
Do we still have some of those trucks?
I
Some of his
still
drugs.
have handcuffs.
He stands up and just starts running at Kingston, Private Kingston. Just flailing. I mean, his face is red. He looks angry. I mean, he's just going berserk and just flailing his arms and swinging at you.
Try not to shoot him, sir. Sir.
Well, I think I should respond here.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, no, it's Kingston first. What are you doing, Kingston?
I want to try and take him into a stronghold, like pin his arms.
Okay. Go ahead and make your close combat check.
One 6.
Okay. As he reaches you, all of these sarcophaguses start to catch on fire. You manage to grab him, and he is just feels like he's twice as strong as a man his age should be. I mean, it is everything you can do to hold him down.
Can I go help him now?
Yes, you can.
Alright, I wanna I wanna like try ticking to the ground.
Okay. Close combat check.
Please. Close combat, there you are. 66. I'm getting a lot of 66s today, my god.
All right, you get up there. You start wrestling and helping Kingston, but you just can't even get a grip on this guy. He's so slippery.
Alright, then I...
Nope. Hold on.
Okay, okay, never mind.
Mishka in the back. She starts to look a little panicked. She's kind of keeping her hands up. She's definitely not making any kind of outwardly aggressive moves. I mean, she looks like she's trying to be as cooperative as possible. And all of a sudden, you hear something pop in on your comms. You just start to hear gunfire You hear an unfamiliar voice. You have never heard this voice before. I need some help. They're all over me. Send it in. Send it. And it stops.
Do you all hear that?
Everybody hears that.
Ah.
Now, the voice and the bullets sounded like they were in an enclosed space like you're in right now. And it would have had to have been nearby to come in on this frequency.
Are we the only people here? Sorry, the only Marines here?
Who are you asking that question to?
Everyone, basically.
Okay.
That's what the briefing said. Although I would like to handcuff the woman.
Right. Are you sure this is a good idea, sir?
Yes. Or tie the woman up, I guess, because I don't have handcuffs.
You wanna borrow one of mine?
Could the others
Sure.
perhaps help me get this man subdued?
Hey, I'm trying to.
Yeah, this figure rises out. It just starts moving out into the middle of the room as you're trying to secure her. You can see his arms are sort of flailing. And you hear a giant explosion in the room behind you.
Are these your gods?
She's just backing up now, like away from it. She doesn't look like she's trying to resist you, but she's just backing away from it.
I guess
Okay,
I'll back
that's a
up
no.
as well.
Okay, he's walking right towards, or flailing, I should say, right towards you guys who are trying to, whoops, there we go. Deal with Rudy. Giannis Rudil.
And I want to take out my shotgun.
Okay.
Just for future reference.
All right. Finberry, Stalwart, you haven't said anything.
Well, should we start shooting at him at this point?
This is your decision. You got to decide what's happening. What is Finberry gonna do?
Yeah, I want to move over here. Oops, I didn't mean to move Stalwart.
Okay.
I'm gonna move over here and shoot him.
You're gonna start shooting at him. Okay. The big burning man in the middle of the room.
Yes.
All right. Stalwart, what are you gonna do?
I actually have no clue what I'm gonna do.
All right. After that explosion you heard in the room behind you, you start to hear gunfire.
Can I go check out where the gunfire is coming from?
Sure can. Into the
Am I
room.
going the correct direction?
Yep. Go into that room there. All right. Out of a, you see a giant hole in the wall there, and you see this giant metal power-suited figure comes out of the wall, and you see an Arcturan. He just has it in his hand. It looks like it's been shot to crap, and it's just been, and he picks it up and just discards it, throws it back through the tunnel he came from. And then he looks at you, starts to raise his guns and walk in your direction.
Can I take cover? like real
Sure.
quickly?
Where do you want to go to? Where are you going to move back to?
Give me a second, clicking off screen. And the others, Big Mac suit!
Okay, everybody heard? He yelled at you? Everybody hear that?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So we'll go back here to Kingston. What are you and Jones doing? What are you doing? He's coming right for you.
Well, I want to try and rip that device from its head.
Okay. He's already off his head. He just threw it off already, and it's
Oh, alright.
it's back, probably on fire at this point at the sarcophagus.
In that case, I want to try and, well, keeps it doing it, but try and turn his body between me and the guy on fire.
All right, make a combat check. Right. Close combat, that is. Jones, think about what you want to do.
I'm thinking.
No success.
No success. All right, what are you doing, Jones?
I tell. So I tell him that this whole thing went up to shit as soon as I was about to shoot him in the leg. So then hopefully I guess the mega and the little zombie mummy thing will leave us alone.
Oh no, he's coming right for you.
Oh yes, it's for me.
Yeah, the giant flaming thing is coming right for the pile of you guys in the middle of the room there. You are in his way. He is flailing and screaming and yeah, headed right for you.
Just do something.
Okay, then I'm gonna burn in.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna quickly run away from the burn in
Burning Man? Okay.
thing,
All right.
and then I'm gonna
Run, which direction are you gonna go?
away coffins. I can't exactly
There's
say.
coffins all over the room. Which ones are you gonna go to? You gonna go towards Finberry over there on the left? Or are you gonna go over here towards the right, where nobody else is actually at the moment?
The right.
Okay. All right. So you are dodging out of the way.
Yeah, and then I then wanna shoot my smart one at the
At the Burning Man?
yeah.
Okay. Fire away.
That is a
We're playing Alien, Gravy.
76, please.
Nope. Your shots go wild. Oh, do you have any stress?
Again.
You have any stress?
Oh, yeah, sorry. 1.
Oh. Well, you rolled a 1, so go ahead and make a panic check.
Yep.
I think you have to do
My
that.
first time.
You're fine. You managed to pull it together after you just spray bullets all over the room, but unfortunately, one of the bullets hits Giannis, Rudy, and he collapses to the ground. Who is next? I think Brow was acting next, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went up to Mishka and then ran. Okay. So you see this big 8-foot burning man charging towards Kingston. Kingston was not look like he's getting out of the way. What are you doing?
I'll shoot the burning mummy.
All right. Fire away.
And I'll aim.
Well, how many 6s did you get?
Four.
All right. What are you doing with the extra 3 6s?
All damage. And I shot
Okay.
with my shotgun, so if he has any armor, it's double.
Okay. Your shotgun blast hits him solid, just dead on, but he just still just charging. And you're gonna take a hit here, I think. Let's see. Yeah, you're not even gonna roll. You're gonna get hit, and you're gonna catch on fire. He's just gonna bowl right past you. He's not punching you or anything. He's just like in football. He's going straight, and you're just unfortunately in his path. So you're gonna catch fire.
Right, but no
uniform.
damage as of yet.
Who's moving my berserker?
You spot what it is.
It's okay. You've never seen one before. You have no idea what it is.
No, I've no idea what it is, and I want a shot grenade.
All right. But no damage as of yet.
Where do I put on fire?
Just for now, it's just temporary effect potentially. So we'll see. All right. I think we go to Finberry.
Alright,
What's Private Finberry doing?
well, obviously it's not doing anything when we're shooting at him, so he's not really paying attention to us. So maybe we'll just get out of his way and watch him?
Okay. So you're just gonna hold fire then?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold fire, and is there anyone who needs to be healed or anything?
Well, you saw
Well,
Giannis take a bullet.
With some,
Yeah, and you
blood.
see your BFF Kingston. He's on fire.
Kingston's on fire.
Yes.
Well, I should probably help Giannis, right?
It's your call. You can only help one. Go to who you're gonna help.
I think Kingston will be fine.
Awesome. All right.
It's fine. Alright, let me see.
All right. Go ahead and make a medical check. He is out and bleeding badly.
Okay, so empathy and medical.
Right.
8. So
Put
10.
any stress if you have it.
In stress, yeah.
Oh my god, just 1 6.
You said just one?
Yeah, 1 6.
That's more
Okay.
than you need.
No, it's exactly what you need. So you managed to stabilize his bleeding. He's not gonna die. You have saved him from that fate. How much damage is done, you don't know, but you've done what you can, and he will live.
Okay, cool. Let me just drag him out of the Burning Man's way.
Okay, so he doesn't catch fire too.
Yeah.
All right, Stalwart, what are you doing?
Can I yell at Kingston for a shot grenade?
I'm on fire.
He's a
on
little,
fire!
he's a little,
Don't care!
he's a little busy right now, but you can yell what you want.
Hey, Kingston!
Can I not?
I know you're on
take the
fire,
shot
but can I have a
grenade?
shotgun?
Yeah, just throw the shot grenade off. Like, toss it over to the side.
Yeah, I know you're on fire and dying a horrible death, but could you stop for a moment and pass me a shot grenade? Right.
It's that or different.
What are you doing? All right, you're asking him for the shot grenade and just doing
Well,
what?
I'm
Standing
yelling
there?
it more, and I'm
Okay,
gonna- and
let's
I'm
hear
going
it. Let's hear it. How are you yelling it to him?
Shot grenade now!
All right. Is that all you're doing?
And I move closer to Kingston.
Okay. Well, remember the Burning Man is now coming right at you.
I'd rather have that thing than the other thing.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Yes!
All right. The mech thing, Berserker, steps into the room, and you can tell it's some kind of humanoid thing in kind of a suit. You've never seen anything like it before. It's got its eyes locked on Stalwart until it sees Burning Man. And then it looks right at Burning Man, lifts both of its guns, and just opens fire. I mean, this thing just goes and goes and goes, and it's not stopping. So, unfortunately, you're also in the path of the fire, Kingston. Let's see who else might be in the path of the fire.
I'm slightly next to it, so I should be fine.
Yeah, I think you and Brow are probably
I feel
okay.
like I should be
I think
fine.
it's just Kingston. Yeah. Yeah, you're okay. It's just going to be Kingston. You're going to need to make a mobility check. So let's see. And you're going to make this mobility check at -2 because you're on fire. And all you hear is gunshots, and you know that's bad. So this is going to be at
Alright,
-2.
so mobility check -2.
Yes.
Can I make a silly comment?
Hold, sure.
Do a barrel roll.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Stop, drop, and roll! Do you Europeans learn that as well?
I got a 6.
All right. You manage just at the last second to dive down below the fire and hug the dirt.
But I'm still on fire.
Yeah, we'll start the round again. I forgot who was going first.
Well, I think I went
It
first.
was going. He was first.
Okay, he was first.
Then
Okay.
Jones, then me, then.
Okay. Oh,
So,
hold on. Gravy has chosen for you to re-roll your success.
can I at least then claim the heal damage Rainfire did?
Yes. He gave a re-roll to you. So re-roll here. Re-roll for Gravy, and if you need it, I'll give you Rainfire's re-roll. Yeah, Kingston's had a bad day, Gravy. That's ouch. Oh!
Double 6.
Yeah, but the one on
Oh,
the
but how many
Oh,
stress dice
one.
do you
Okay,
have?
all right. Well, so would you like to accept Rainfire's re-roll?
Yeah, it could be worse, but I guess so.
Okay, all right. All right, Rainfire's here for support. He says, "Do it." Yes,
And he does it.
and he does it. So
It's
yes,
an even better roll.
you do still manage to hug the ground. No thanks to Twitch chat.
Bless you, Rainfire.
Bullets go flying over your head. I mean, they just slam into the Burning Man, into the wall, into sarcophaguses. I mean, just the room gets torn up, and they slowly start to spread out. So, everybody. Whoops. Everybody should continue to give a wide gap to Burning Man unless they wish to be both on fire and dead. So we have let's put what are you going to do with the fire? Do you have a strategy you think will help, or?
Well, I
Well,
think
I mean,
rolling
we should.
for
Why don't you
me.
just run toward the water?
Well, the water is a bit far,
Yeah. Yeah,
so
and
I
a
think
bit blocked.
rolling on the floor is actually the best option.
Okay.
So that's. What do I roll for that?
I don't know. There's no raffle stat.
Stamina?
Yeah, well, I think stamina is like to resist a disease or something.
Mobility then?
Yeah, you could do mobility or strength, whichever one you think would give you higher, probably.
Alright, then we're doing mobility.
Okay.
Am I still at the -2?
Yes, because you're on fire.
I think that's a success.
Okay. So you do manage to put the fire out, but that's definitely going to take your whole turn. Whoops. So you're on the ground, but you are out now. Fire didn't do any damage. Well, we'll say it damaged your armor. So your armor will be at about half efficiency.
So 3.
Yes. But you are otherwise unscathed since you put it out in one turn like that. All right, Jones. You're getting shot in your general direction. Bullets expanding towards you. Burning Man is burning. Still. Let's put some more flames on him there.
I'm on the floor.
Yeah, you see your comrade in arms there extinguish his fire by stop, dropping, and rolling like a pro. What are you doing, Jones?
I'm gonna first move out of the way of the bullets.
Okay. It's going to be hug the wall a little bit better.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now what? You're behind to cover as best as you can get it.
Shoot at Burning Man.
Shoot a Burning Man. Okay. Open fire.
Yeah.
Right. 6, right? I know it's at least 6. Do you have any stress?
That was my stress.
Ooh, okay. Well,
Oh, no, run!
2 1s. So go ahead and we'll make a check for you. What's your stress at? 2?
Right now, 2, yeah.
Oh, 7. So now it's at 3. Is there anybody near you? No, not really. You backed up enough, we'll say. So you add 1 stress, and you get a nervous tick. You are really feeling it right about now. This is really starting to bother you.
How much stress does he have?
3 now.
Leave right now. And what's the limit, by the way?
I've been sitting at 3 for a while.
And
Good.
we'll say that you hit Brow. Because you were hitting Burning. You were aiming for Burning Man, and Brow's right behind him. So, Brow, let's roll some armor.
That's
This is
just
gonna be
66, right?
Yes.
Two 6s.
All right, you only take 1 damage.
Okay. That's before I definitely am now.
All right. Well, you get. Hey, look.
Do I also gain a stress from that?
No, he wasn't attacking you on purpose. No.
Okay. So when it's an accident, it doesn't count.
Yeah, correct. All right, so that's. Oh, actually, it's your turn now, Brow. So you see some. Well, you don't even see the bullets, but they come through the fire. The mist Burning Man as he's charging forward towards this door, this thing. Who knows what he's charging forward toward? He's getting pretty close to you, and the Gatling gun's just exploding in your ears behind you, just raining fire. And again, Burning Man's getting closer, so are the bullets to you. What are you doing? What are you doing? You running?
Just around the other side of the wall.
Okay.
And then, so who's this?
Who's who? Where are you? Where'd
That's
you go?
Howard?
That's me.
I'm on the other side of the wall.
Yeah. Well, who can you see? There you go.
Oh, you're right. I recommend that they grab the 2.
You're gonna have to yell if you want them to hear it.
Don't we have voice comms? What is this?
Oh, that's true. Well, tell them.
All right.
You're in the middle of combat. You don't say "I recommend." You say "Do this."
Fire team, get the man and the woman and try to get out of there.
All right. You got orders. You got your marching orders, soldiers. So let's see who's next. I think it's you, Finbury, right?
Yeah. Wait, so he's talking about this lady?
The man and the woman.
This lady and this guy?
Yep.
Yeah. Do you see any other men and women?
This guy? Kingston?
You get up yourself.
Should I take Kingston with me?
To be honest, I didn't mind.
yourself.
Kingston will be fine.
All right. So who are you grabbing?
Alright,
All right. She kind of puts her hands up. She's showing you that she is not putting up a fight. She looks very harmless, and she's just trying to be. Whoa.
Wow, look
Hey,
at you moving the fire.
There you go.
oops. Okay.
All right. Now you head out of the room, or what are you doing?
Well, where is out?
The way you came in. That's
You have to sneak
Not the
past
way
the
you're
no, no,
Burning
no, no.
Man and
Well,
the
no.
Gatling.
I like that. We'll play it just like this. Oh no, because then you'll get shot by the guy. So yeah, your best bet is
Just to run to the Gatling
nope,
gunner.
nope, nope. Where you going?
You're
Come back.
going the way you're not supposed to.
Yes. So this is what you're gonna have to do if you want to go leap to save Mishka. You're gonna have to make a mobility check because there is a hail of gunfire coming down that direction.
Okay.
And you're trying to dodge a burning sarcophagus, dragging an unconscious man. So yeah, you have to make a mobility check at -1 because you're number one. You're dragging the dude, and there's fire. So
Okay, so just mobility or
yeah, just mobility.
Mobility and agility.
Yeah. Oh yeah, plus agility, of course.
agility?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, great.
Would you like to use your
Yeah.
story point?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so you get somehow over that sarcophagus, dragging Giannis with you. He probably is going to have a few extra bruises the way you drug him like a rag doll there, but you get to Mishka, and she is sort of cooperating and crouching down and staying back out of the possible line of fire.
Oh, okay. So I'm still confused as to where I'm taking them.
Well, you're supposed to get him out, but you can't right now. I would say.
Yeah, so I'm just like kind of getting them out.
Okay,
of the
if you
way,
run that
or-
way, you'll be running into the fire. There are bullets coming here like this, all along in here, and then of course in like kind of like a cone, a spread. So if you want to stay out of bullets and fire, I mean, I would stay here. You'll be out of bullets at least, and fire. You just made your mobility roll, so you're good for this turn. So if you stay there for right now, over here, over here, you'll be okay for now.
Where the heck did the lady go?
I don't know. What did you do with her?
Is she in the wall?
I think she's in the wall.
Which wall did you put her in?
The right wall?
I'll find her.
You didn't send her down in the pit, did you?
She went swimming in the abyss.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay. So no, again, you need to go over there where she is, unless you want to get shot.
Okay.
All right. So that's down to Stalwart now.
I'm gonna sneak past the big
All right.
scary
Mobility
guy.
check. Mobility check. You
Okay.
got bullets and fire, and you're running, and you're, all hell's breaking loose. Yeah, you haven't escaped yet.
Three sixes.
All right. Go ahead. Now you can sprint out and around and through. And where are you trying to head to?
Not there.
Okay. Well, you're out.
Here.
Okay.
And can I pass my two mobility sixes to other people?
Sure. Who do you want to pass them to? Might I suggest the
Kingston-
formerly flaming man on the floor who's going to need a lot of help getting
yeah,
up and out?
Kingston and Finberry.
Okay.
Because they're both gonna need to get past fire.
All right. So Burning Man comes in and he just reaches out and grabs the berserker, and they just start tussling and fighting, and he's pushing him back. But they're fighting, but they're dragging him out of the room. So the gunfire has stopped temporarily, while these two clash in the only exit to the room. All right.
Technically, there's another exit.
Well, that's true, sort of. They still have to get past them. But anyway, Kingston, what are you doing?
Well, firstly, I'm getting back up since the gunfire stopped. And well, I guess I'm going towards the only exit and just trying to run past as fast as possible with that extra D6
Well, you
stalwart gave me.
do you get an extra d6? Or you just not. You don't even have to roll.
I
I thought it was
let
auto
me check.
success. Yeah, check that out.
But they should roll anyways, right? For extra sixes and whatnot.
Give 6 to
And
someone in a
one's on
similar
stress die.
situation. So yeah, it's an auto pass to someone in a similar situation.
But I still need to roll, right?
Yeah, you still need to roll because you can give someone else a 6.
I think
you-
I'm roll a 1 on my stress die.
Right. Give me something to
I
do.
rolled a 5 on my stress die. I was so happy. I was literally standing there like, yes, my dice didn't fail me.
Do I still have that +1 die I gave to myself or what? Oh no, that was a stealth check. That was
Yeah, stealth check you would, but yeah, this would be not a stealth check.
No ones, please.
No ones.
Nice.
And you have 2
Nice.
6s to pass to the NPCs or to Jones if you want.
I'll pass 1 to Jones and 1 to an extra 1 to Finberry.
All right. Finberry's gonna have 2 6s now. Okay.
Yes.
All right, Jones, what are you doing? Well, actually, yeah, you're running. You're running out of where? You're running out there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Jones. You see the threat leaving the room. The fire in the room's getting bigger. Things getting warmer for you. Smoke starting to fill up the place, and you're starting to cough. What are you doing?
I'm gonna try to get the hell out of there.
All right, mobility. Let's see. Which way are you trying to go? You see something to the left, darkness, and then you see the entrance to the room there in front of you. Where do you want to go?
The entrance right in front of me.
All right, make a mobility check. Don't fail.
It's 5d6.
That's with stress.
Oh sorry,
It doesn't the auto
sorry.
pass.
Sorry. I got 3, right?
Yes, as far as I know. You tell me. So it's 8d6 then?
Yeah.
Oh.
He does have the pass from Kingston.
Yeah.
Does
my
he?
6.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
thought
it
you gave it
does.
to. Okay, so
Oh,
you
yeah,
you
two.
narrowly slide by. I mean, you feel the berserker, get real close, but you manage to escape the room, more or less. Yes, it's a very important role, Patrick, and I'm sure that Baltimore would hate for you to make him re-roll it.
Well, he has the auto pass, so it doesn't even matter if.
It's true.
Yes.
Stress.
Reroll.
It's true, but
But you love me, right?
all right, we're gonna move on. All right. After Baltimore, I guess finally we're back to Finberry, right? Or no, Brow, and then Finberry. Brow, what are you doing? It's Corporal.
I just move a bit away. And then chill. I really don't know what to do, honestly.
You can try to get out there.
Well, I mean, I moved a bit away, but I guess I'll just concede my turn. Or the rest of my turn, or whatever.
All right, Finberry.
Can I safely exit the room now?
Well, you can get closer to the door. You know about the path. There's 2 paths into the room, and the path in front of you looks pretty safe. The way that you went before. It looks pitch black where it circles around.
Okay, so This way? No, no. Oh.
Yeah, there's only one way out or on this side. Yep. And as you're walking, Mishka whispers to you, "There's a nuclear bomb. We planted it.
What?
We planted
Excuse
it
me.
as a fallback. I'll
Okay.
show you where it is. We can't let Giannis die."
Okay.
So as you're running around, she tells you that.
All right. I
And-
say on my comms. I tell my my team what's going on.
Tell him. What are you going to tell him?
There's a nuclear bomb planted somewhere. Mishka just told me.
All right. All right. So Burning Man and the Berserker are just tumbling and tussling and fighting and screaming, and you just hear grunts and howls and everything. Machine gun fires occasionally, punching, bashing. I mean, it is a nasty, all-out brawl. But they're fighting here in the middle of the room. So, wait, that was Finbury. So yeah, now we're at Stalwart.
Run!
All right, you're running. Okay. All right. Back up to you, Kingston.
Alright, I'd like to run as well.
Where to? Or go ahead. Run wherever you want.
Where we came from, towards the exit.
Towards the exit? Okay.
I don't want to be on fire again.
Okay. Yeah, smart move, smart move. Jones?
I'm gonna hightail it with them.
All right. Brow? You just got news about the nuclear device planted here somewhere? You've got the Burning Man and the Berserker fighting each other?
I need Finberry to get the information of where the bomb is.
All right, how are you going to ask?
Come in, Finberry. Could you get the location of that nuclear bomb? Over.
Mishka tells you she'll lead you to it. Finberry. And she's and Mishka's leading you back into this room where everybody is at in here. So go ahead and bring everybody back in here.
Should we rendezvous at
Back to the
Bonjourcoco?
burning room?
Yep. No. The main room where they're at now, where everybody is at now.
I don't even know where everyone's at now.
They just follow the corner around to the right.
I'll try and walk up to there.
You just flew like Peter Pan.
Yeah, I misclicked, okay.
Oh, there you go. That's good enough. And Mishka points this way, back the way, opposite way you're facing now. All right. So the Burning Man keeps pushing the Berserker back towards the water. They're fighting, and then finally they'll just tumble in the water. And the fire goes out. The two figures are locked in combat in the water until they disappear underneath, and it carries them off, presumably, to wherever it goes from here. And we're back here with Mishka. She leads you over. It's over here. She's walking very slowly. Her hands are up. She's not trying to make any sudden moves. Hold on, I'll take Mishka from here. You just worry about your patient.
Don't forget about me.
All right, everybody coming over here? Who's gonna deal with the bomb?
May I
You
do
mean
the honors?
disarm it, or...?
Probably.
Yeah.
That would be perfect.
When do we want to make this?
Is this a Comtech roll?
No, this is a heavy machinery roll.
Okay, I'm definitely not doing that.
I got that, no problem.
Okay.
Got your story point.
She walks over here, up to this towards this altar, and sort of just takes a few steps in the water, and makes very slow pointing motion underneath the altar. Oh man, where is it? Yep. And she kind of steps next to you and points underneath. And you can see a small nuclear device. It's been planted underneath there. What do you do
Can
next?
I go ahead and roll?
Yep.
I tried to disable.
Okay. So you crawl underneath, and as you crawl underneath, you hear a splash. And Mishka jumps in the water. And is also carried out through the current, but hits herself on a rock in the water. And you see something hang on the rock and slowly drift over towards you on the shore.
Is that Mishka?
Someone's got to go find out who else is here. I guess this is
I'm here.
Yep, that's you. You saw it. You two saw it. Everybody else is hanging back. Well, you could have seen it too, I guess. Stalwart.
Private,
Hey, I'm still. Hey, I'm there too, you know.
Where are you?
Private,
I
Private-
you
Oh,
had
that's.
me.
I did. All right.
Private Kingston, go get her.
No, that's not Mishka. She's gone, but something. She hit the rock. She hit the rocks, and then something drifted over to the shore here. We'll say it's right around. Whoops, here. I don't know if that shows up right. Yeah, that's good.
Go get that, and then I'll disable
at-
the phone.
As you're examining the device, you tell it's completely inert. There's nothing to it. It's a fake.
She tricked us.
Repeat that.
She tricked us.
You're telling me we got tricked by a civilian?
As you examine what it is that washed up on the, we'll call it the shore, the shallows, it is the arm of an android.
It was an android.
So
Oh,
that's,
yes.
that's what it says. It's the arm of an android.
Mishka was an android.
Well, you guys don't know that yet, but
Who knows? Well, I say we cut our losses and get out of here.
Same. But I'm taking the arm with me as a souvenir.